Hello and welcome to Book of Dreams, a Vampire the Masquerade story. I'm Brian Holland from the World of Darkness community team at Paradox Interactive, and I'll be the storyteller today. Before we begin, we always like to give a big shout out to the folks who make Fantasy Grounds, which is the tool we'll be using to monitor our character sheets and roll our dice and track our hunger and all those kind of fun mechanical things that come along with V5. Those of you who notice that our beloved Karen, aka Lowgren, is not with us just yet. She is currently putting her skin on, for want of a Zemitzi term, in that regard. So she will be with us very soon. But in the meantime, we can say hello to the rest of the cast, beginning with Laurel.
Hi, how's it going? Oh, my camera's all weird. Hi, good. Yeah, I am Laurel. Yeah, last week was terrifying when I wasn't Laurel yet, but we've moved back into modern day Melbourne, into Karen's kitchen, and I continue to be shocked and horrified at the world around me. So that's me, Laurel, Tremere, Blood Witch, and terrified child.
And who are you in real life is more what I meant, but that's cool.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm so tired. I'm Ginny. You might know me from the internet doing stuff online, Ginny Wars. I write about video games. That's what I do.
Mm-hmm. Alex?
Hi, I'm Alex. I'm playing Max, the Nosferatu Sheriff of Melbourne. In real life, I'm just Alex, so this is much better.
Or as we learnt last week, maybe it's not as good as it used to
Maybe
be
it's
for Max.
Not.
No. That's cool. Sophie?
Yeah, I'm Sophie, Rosettii. I'm playing Shelley / Tragic Friday with the sunnies on, so you can tell sometimes I'm in the past as Tragic. Malkavian Raver, and life's always a party. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, everything's fantastic all the time.
Cheer up.
So thank you so much for tuning into Book of Dreams, episode 4? Is it 4 or 5? No, it's 5. Episode 5. Oh my gosh.
5. Yeah, it's 5.
Prosperity is a state of mind. As we often do with Book of Dreams, we begin by checking in with our good friend, beloved Bruja Anarch Terry Maldonado, who is hanging out still in a very bland, dark room with some people he definitely shouldn't be speaking to, with his little book in which he writes everything. And he has just taken a lot of pleasure, I suppose, in recounting the tales of what he at least knows of Maxine Day and Sharon and a woman named Karen Jones, the lives they led before they met their kiss of death and their various fates. But he turns now and he looks to them and he's wiping at his eyes because he's getting glassy-eyed and we're unsure why. And he sighs heavily. And he turns the pages of his book to some of the last pages that he's written. Well, thanks for indulging me, I guess. There's a little come to light, I suppose. As I get closer to talking about the rest of it, it gets kind of unfun for me. You know, this hole hasn't super healed yet. Like it's. You know, I keep thinking maybe I fucked up by even deciding to talk to you folks about it. I don't know what I'm doing. I'll keep writing down everything I know because I don't think you should forget your memories. You know, that's the most important thing. It's about, like, while we change as people, I don't think we need to try and undo our past selves or anything like that. That's just like trying to outgrow honesty, and I don't think you do that. Anyway, I kind of left you hanging before, but if we look back, Tragic, or Shelley, I guess, and Max, who really likes me. I swear to God, she really does like me. They're the ones who woke me up, and as good as my memory is with this book, I'm a bit fuzzy on this one, so just bear with me as I bring it up if you don't mind. So in the modern day, in this abandoned, partly burned down restaurant up on the second floor, a room which was locked, windows blacked out, filled with a variety of like a ramshackle little camp. There were sleeping bags and sort of boxes around, graffiti on the walls, and Shelley, the not quite Anarch Baron, but up and coming Anarch in Melbourne, and Max, the arguable antithesis of Shelley, the Sheriff of the Camarilla of Melbourne, have just removed a long wooden protrusion from the chest of Terry Maldonado, who is laying there up to his neck in a sleeping bag, and he's been zip-tied with his wrists and his ankles.
I'll give a bug.
Just a little bit. And he's sat up as the stake was removed, and he's had a massive intake of breath, and he has spat out, "Mr. Mirror didn't die in the fire." And after that utterance, his eyes have gone wide, and he has just been still, staring, unmoving. What do Shelley and Max do?
Do I remember Mr. Mirror?
Oh, the words Mr. Mirror. Shelley, when you hear those words, it's like a little cocktail in the back of your mind, because Shelley's memory is sketchy at times with some aspects. There's definitely some muddled periods in the 90s which she doesn't quite recall. But earlier this evening, she found another kindred who had bandages all over his face, and the skin tone of his face skin was slightly different, and seeing that stirred some peculiar stresses in her mind. And now hearing this name, she gets flashes of a kitchen table, of a waiter, an innocent man, struggling to move as his face was forcibly ripped from his skull. And you get flashes of the flesh-crowned Mr. Mirror with the bloody fresh face pulled taut over the extra protruding bones he has, leaning close at you, smiling like a loon from you, from behind the eyes and open mouth of somebody else. And it's almost like remembering you had a nightmare which you didn't recall having at the time. It's like a nightmare you forgot about even in your sleep. But you know so clearly that whatever these flashes are, it is something extremely dangerous, something very panicking, and something that I guess we all hoped was nothing but a nightmare.
Okay, so when I hear this, I'm just gonna take a second. Mr. Mirror, you said?
Terry is just blinking, looking around, taking in his surroundings.
I'm gonna squeeze his cheeks together and be like, "Oi, concentrate."
What?
Mr. Mirror, you said?
What? Who are you? Sorry. Tragic. Sorry. Fuck. Sorry.
You said, Mr. Mirror didn't die in the fire.
There was a fire just a moment.
When?
It was ages ago now.
What year is it?
What?
What year is it?
It's I don't know, diving into memory. It's 2019, right? Yeah? Or is it?
But
no,
I mean, when the fire. When the fire. When did the fire happen?
The fire. He looks you up and down. Tragic. Just briefly, what's Max doing during this little exchange?
Did Victor tell me everything? Does Mr. Mirror have the association with the Black Hand with me?
Does Mr. Mirror have the association of the Black Hand? You've heard the name, Mr. Mirror. I mean, a lot of those people back then had stupid names and monikers. You know, things like Little Sister, things like Papa Black, Queen Mary, Mr. Mirror. There's so many of them that maybe it tickled you about, but they've been not a problem for so long now, somewhat nearly 20 years.
Yeah.
That if it's a Wayward Sabbat pack, maybe, but you never knew anything, and perhaps Victor didn't even know anything too strict about Mr. Mirror in particular. But I think Max would definitely know that what is being spoken about is the Black Hand.
Well, Max has a very particular concern with the Black Hand, and it's not organizational. It's a personal problem. Put it that way. So Max has gone very still, and is just looking at Terry, waiting for Shelley to.
Yeah.
I'm now squishing his cheeks so hard that they meet in the middle. Yeah. You're telling me that faceless fuck is still alive now?
Oh.
Fucking nod.
Okay.
I'll release him a little bit.
Sorry, I'm trying to remember how I even got. Why am I in a sleeping bag? What's going? He turns and he sees Max sort of for the first time. Tragic. What's the cam doing here?
Well, you see, you ran away from me, Terry, a long time ago.
Oh, fuck.
And they need to line up. And so they're helping me find you.
Oh, good. So you're up there in the ivory tower. You might as well be hanging with your sister in Sydney, for all I care. Jesus, fuck.
Terry, focus, honey, or we put the stake back in.
I'm trying to remember how I got here. Things get foggy. I don't know. Last thing I remember, I was talking to fucking Peter about some books that he got that he got from I know some one of your mob. He nods at Max. Some Tremere who works for you. You got some books from her or some shit, and yeah, he was freaking out because he didn't.
He didn't want to pay the price, did he?
No. Oh, look, let's not. He leans in closer to Shelley, whispering in the hopes that Max probably won't hear him, but of course Max will definitely hear him. Tragic, I don't know if we should be talking about this right now. I know we've got a lot of problems, you and I, and I just think it's probably better if we don't do this right here, right now. Seriously, I don't think you will want me to have this conversation right here, right now, if you're following. Yeah? No?
I'm going to sit on his lap and just
okay.
Put my arm around him.
Okay. Hey.
You're not really in a position to bargain, love.
I'm not trying to bargain. I'm like, do you...
You got nothing, as usual. You've got worm excuses in your little caterpillar suit. So can you just give me the information I need? What the fuck are you doing here? Where's Mr. Mirror? When was the fire? How long have you been here?
You want to do this right now? Just tell me. Like, if this is a bit, I'm not following it. If you want me to do this, just tell me.
No. I want you to give us the information. I don't give a fuck about you, Terry. You fucked me, remember?
Yeah, sweet. So remember the fire that you helped start when you joined the Sabbat in 1997?
Oh, what? That sounds like a load of bullshit, Terry. I don't remember that at all.
Convenient now. You wouldn't want to talk about it in front of the cam, but here we are. Okay, cool.
No, I don't remember that at all. So
well, that's convenient. I'm going to look like I'm crazy now. All right, cool. Yeah, so we thought they were all... What? Sorry. No, please, Miss Gross Bloody Lady. Would you like to speak? You may.
Oh, no, keep talking, Terry. This is very interesting.
Oh, okay. Yes, cool. So, Shelley here, before she was the Anarch Queen of whatever the fuck, was Tragic, was like the Sabbat's favorite little sister, Papa Black's fucking little right arm girl, fucking whatever the fuck. And I didn't think we were supposed to be talking about that anymore, but she really wants me to talk about it, so here we are talking about it. Cool.
Terry, last I remember, you sold my club out to Sabbat and then ran the fuck away. So everything you're doing now, you're just trying to cover your ass, even though your ass is already fucking fried, Terry. So let's just get to the point. Answer my questions.
Who fucked with your brain, or is this just the bit? Is this a Malkavian thing? I'm not aware of. Is that what's going on here?
Your
You just
time is
stole.
short. Stay on focus.
Give us the answers, Terry. Stop stealing.
I'm just gonna check now. Do we have Ella back?
We do. She is eating ice cream.
Excitedly. Ella, if you are there, you're still on mute, so I cannot hear if it's good to bring you back on for everybody to see.
Good.
I'm ready.
You're ready, okay.
She's ready.
Yay, here she is. I might just adjust this just a smidge. Coolio. Here we are. So, yes, and because in lieu of your introduction earlier, Ella, you are Ella?
I am Ella, and you can find me on Twitter. I mostly post about my dog and riding motorcycles at the moment. I play Karen, who is your ultimate Samitsi wine mum. We only just found out that she's a Samitsi. She's very newly turned, and her name is Karen for a reason.
So, yes, we did find out very, very recently. So we return now to Karen's kitchen, in which Karen and her surrogate Camarilla sire, Laurel, the Tremere Blood Witch, are currently looking at a man who has a flesh crown sprouting up from his forehead, and he's got extra bones and such coming out of his chin and his cheekbones, and his skin is pulled taut in a strange way across his face. And this man is standing in clothes that do not belong to him, and in his left hand he is holding, for want of a better word, a flesh mask, like a flesh face, because a moment ago he looked like Joseph, the man that you fell in love with over Tinder, the man who pulled you out of relative obscurity, of the banal life of a mother, Turak, and a loveless marriage with children who don't maybe appreciate her the way she needs to be appreciated, and he showed her that she was something worthy of love and respect and passion. And now he's standing here with his face in his hand, looking like nothing you've ever seen, and he's just told you that you are one of the Tzimisce, one of the oldest line of kindred. And to his right stands your 14-year-old son? Is it 14, Karen?
He's like 13,
14, somewhere in there. Anyway, he's not having the best night. Like, he knows that his mother's been having some strange sort of issues when it comes to sunlight and the consumption of blood, especially when it comes to his younger sister and sometimes the family dog. And things are all a bit tense right now. Laurel, how are you feeling?
Once again, like I've been dragged into shit that I know very little about. I am just trying to keep it together and not be too panicked by the flesh mask situation. Karen is still holding my hand, and she's just, I guess, professed her love for not Joseph, and he's just revealed this information, and I am frankly very terrified, but trying to maintain a very neutral expression. I don't know how well I'm doing. It's been a long fucking night, but yeah, this is the weirdest polycule situation I've been in my life. So not handling it very well. No, terribly.
Karen, how are you feeling?
Karen is definitely a little bit shocked. She's primarily concerned about the safety of her son Marcus more than anything else. And of course she was in love with Joseph, but this is like a pretty terrifying sight she's just seen. And she's seen some weird stuff over the last 2 days when she sort of figured out more about this whole vampire thing. But this is pretty grotesque, and it's in her family home as well.
So this man, whoever he is, continues to smile and he's nodding at you. And I believe he was holding your hand. I think he may have been holding your other hand while you held Laurel's.
Yep.
And
yeah, it was a weird triangle.
It's still a gentle thing, and he's not really acknowledging Laurel at all. He's just looking at Karen, looking at you so intensely through his monstrous visage, which he seems to pay no attention to. And just so Karen.
So Karen is like holding hands both ends. All right.
Yes, exactly. And her son is just like one step to the back and one to the right of this man who now also appears to be slightly taller and more thin than Joseph was. Like the clothes don't quite fit him as well as they did just one moment ago. But he's holding your hand in his, and he's just looking so sincerely at you. And Karen, we have so much to talk about now that I can finally be properly honest with you about everything. I meant to be here soon. I didn't mean for you to get caught up with all of any gestures at Laurel. They don't understand. They're probably already gotten to your head with their poison. Shh.
You left me. I didn't know anything about this. I didn't know what was happening to me, and you left me. And at least Laurel here has told me the truth of what I am. How could I trust you? And this is a thing. This is a thing. Why are you in my?
This is a birthright. Like this is. I'm a king. And see my loyal subjects.
Just back to birthright. Is that my birthright too? Because
yes, of course. It is. You are chosen. You are the bloodline, and there are so many before you. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Karen, you are exactly where I need to be. Laurel, could you make a wits and resolve roll, please?
Oh no.
I'm just going to set the difficulty for you here on our fantasy grounds thing. Go ahead when you're ready. You can roll your dice.
I click wits and I double click the black die next to resolve, right?
Yes, correct. Click.
Oh, okay.
One success. Would you like to spend a point of willpower to reroll up to 3 of your non-hunger dice?
Please.
It's going to bring up Laurel's sheet. Yes. So to do that, you just need to click the little SP button next to willpower, and it'll bring up a little window for you to check the dice you would like to reroll.
Ooh. Whoops. Hang on, my fantasy grounds is huge now.
That's right. It's good to be big.
Willpower. Okay, yeah, cool. Checked one of those. And now what can I do? Again, just the same thing?
Mm-hmm. Just click the SP button, and then it should bring up for you to reroll it some dice.
Oh, got it. Okay,
Yep,
and I can reroll up to 3, right?
Up to 3 of the black dice, yeah. So it should only let you reroll black dice. So you just select the ones, and it should do it for you.
Let's see.
Bang, bang, bang. 2 more successes, bringing your total to 3. Making it a true success. And I forgot, I'm just going to get a little image up here.
Oh, shoot.
Everybody. Where are we? Oh, actually, do I have... No, evening view. I'm trying to remember if I have one for... Oh, that's a grim one. We'll just put that one up there for now. I was thinking if I had one for Karen's interior apartment, or house, I should say. Mansion, even. But alas, I did not.
Karen's
so with 3
mansion.
successes, Laurel, as we've sort of established, one thing that we do forget sometimes when we are kindred, when we are vampires, and we exist for a very, very long time, is that the human brain as it was designed really has a capacity for a certain amount of memories. So eventually the vampire brain starts compartmentalizing things and tucking them away in shelves to not really be thought about. And something that you haven't super thought about since the early 1960s was a very stressful interaction you had while you were still immortal. A dream that you'd had, and you're now realizing that this dream that you've dreamt so long ago of this exact man, and as he says these numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it sort of dribbles back into your brain those things that you had not dredged up for some 40 plus years, 50 plus years even. Gosh, the linear passage of time. You hate to see it, but
yeah, I love that for me.
Okay, but Mr. Mirror, this man, whoever he is, continues to hold Karen's hand.
While he's holding my hand and he's talking to me and looking me really intently in the eye, I'm going to very slowly back Laurel up and back him up away from Marcus.
Oh, okay.
You can do that. Yes.
Yep.
Karen, I know I have a lot to explain. I know I've got a lot to do that I haven't. I've got a lot to answer for. I've been away because I had loose ends to tie up. But now that I'm here, we can continue our work together. We told you everything I said to you. It wasn't my face, but everything was shared and true. Karen, every moment we shared.
Just because you think it's true doesn't mean that it is. When you were hiding behind something, regardless of the face and the vampire stuff. Like, there's just so much there. How could I trust you?
You can't. FYI, there's no way.
The swine needs to keep her mouth shut if she's going to remain
okay.
present.
No, you do not get to talk to her that way when she was there for me. Absolutely not, Joseph or whatever. What do I call you now?
My name is Mick.
I don't even know your name.
You can call me Mirror, David, Spike, Gregor.
These are all awful
Daniel.
names, by the way, Karen. These are all terrible names.
It's just, please just tell me what to call
Karen,
you.
there's a lot going on. Just give me just one moment. He moves without you
You
seeing
think there's
him.
a lot going on? You think there's a lot going on? Okay.
He moves so fast you do not see, but he only steps just briefly to the left, so he is face to face with Laurel. Laurel, he moves so fast you do not see as he grabs you by the jaw and lifts you free-handed up off the ground. You feel a very, very peculiar sensation as you swear he is applying pressure to your jaw in a way that should break it, but instead all you feel is his fingers sink into the bottom half of your face as if you were made of clay. He then drops you on the ground, leaving the imprint of his hand as if you'd grabbed and just forced it, molded around clay, but your flesh is now solidified in this very upsetting and very, very painful, though you are not broken, you cannot speak. You are in a lot of pain very, very suddenly. Then he moves just as quickly back to Karen, now holding her hand. Now, we can talk now. She won't bother us for a little while. Laura, what would you like to do?
Well, I clearly can't speak, can I?
You can't. You're in a lot of pain, but other than that, you're just on the ground.
Okay. Fuck. I have I know that I'm not very strong. I know that I'm not very smart. I am going to try and figure out what the fuck happened to my face. I'm gonna try and pet at it and try and
Yeah, so when you feel, all you can feel is just these, it's like this hand. Imagine my hand like this, but just if I were made of clay and just scrushed all the way in, and your face had that consistency, so it's just twisted, and your bones are all twisted and you feel like you should be in pain from broken bones, but you're not. They've just been moved and reformed so suddenly. Your teeth inside your mouth are all pointing the wrong way and folded up against your tongue, which has got wrong weird marks in it.
Fuck. Okay, great. Well,
Marcus begins to scream like a small child would.
Okay.
Mr. Mirror then turns to look at him as well. Karen,
I'm gonna hold his hand and because he's moved now, hasn't he?
Oh, he's moved back to in front of you, and he's holding your hand again. But he's now turned to look at your screaming son.
I'm just gonna hold his hand and just look as he turns, just be like, "Don't you dare! If you go anywhere near him, I will not speak to you. I will not help you. I will not. You will not touch him. And if I'm important to you or valuable, don't even. Don't."
Marcus continues to scream. He's got tears streaming down his face as he backs up into the kitchen island. He can't take his eyes off Laurel's new twisted deformity and the fear that he has of this man and the fear he clearly has for his mother.
And Karen's gonna just look past Mr. Mirror's shoulder and be like, "Marcus, babe, I know it's a lot. We can't draw any attention to ourselves. We can't have the neighbors coming over. Please, sweetheart, please just we'll explain later. It's fine. I need you to..."
What? Karen, darling, just one moment. He won't know a thing. He'll be fine.
Absolutely not. You do not touch him. You never touch him.
All right, okay,
never.
That's fine. We clearly have strides to take. You'll realize that when we met, you told me that you had a longing for the days in which you were beholden to nobody, and that's what I intend to give you. But you have to be willing to let go.
Okay, if you want to talk, okay? How about if you want to talk, you maybe fix her. I'm gonna get Marcus.
She's going to keep mouthing off and ignoring me.
All right, Laurel, sweetheart. This looks bad. Could you just be on the non-speaking thing for a moment? Just please, Laurel. Just we'll fix you. It'll be fine. You just really need to.
Karen, your keys in your pocket are flashing with a little light, which you know means someone is opening the garage door. A brief glance to the microwave in the corner would tell you that Zach's due home from work now.
All right, Marcus, go stall your father. Marcus, go. Marcus, please. All right, cool. All of us, great. We're all holding hands. Fantastic. This is a shit show. We're just gonna go outside, like right now, like
what?
we're going, and I'm just literally gonna pick.
Karen, what's wrong? What's wrong?
No, we're leaving. We're not doing this here. If you want to talk, it cannot be here, okay? And we need to connect, and we need to talk about these paths that we're going to go down together, but it can't be here, okay? I need to not be in my family home.
Marcus stands up and runs
as
fast as he can past you both, yelling for Dad, as he begins to run.
Okay. We're gonna go.
Your husband is still here?
Okay, we're still gonna go. We're still. Oh, okay.
Where
can
can
talk about my new
just
future?
let me? If
here.
I'm going to fix her, I can't do it outside. Where can I go? Tell me, Karen. We'll get through this together. Everything will be fine. Where do I take her?
We'll fix it. We'll fix it later. We just gotta go now. The fixing it'll.
I'll take her to the den. Stall your husband. Right?
Okay.
What's her name? What's the
fine.
witch's name? Come on, little miss in Ivory Tower, little bitch here. What's her name? I'll be nice to her, I promise.
Okay, so you know where the den is? You've been there before.
Many times, I recall.
Yes.
When your husband wasn't here.
You know where to go. Lock it behind you, okay? I'll be there as soon as I can.
He walks past Laurel and he bends down. He grabs Laurel by the arm like this and just lifts her and drags her sort of half behind her as he paces down the hallway to the door to the den. He then turns and looks back out to where Karen is in the kitchen and says, "Please don't keep me waiting. I'm many things, but I'm not patient." And then he turns.
I already knew that.
Leaving Karen to await her husband. Back in 1997.
Oh, all right. I'm so sorry, Ginny. Oh dear. Yeah, ready.
Tragic. It's been a hot minute since we've actually hung out with Tragic Friday in 1997. So to recap, Tragic was under the impression she was running a club for the Anarchs on Chapel Street in Melbourne. Then a tall, dark, and not handsome but long, greasy-haired man named Desmond of Clan La Sombra informed her that it was quite the opposite. Organised for her to meet with another La Sombra named Papa Black, who introduced her to a peculiar fellow named Mr. Mirror, before taking Tragic with Desmond to the docks to apparently test to see if she was a right fit. This was when Tragic did the first of her murders. People have done other murders, but the first of her needless murders, we'll see, when she killed 3 people with a chainsaw. Papa Black and Desmond then agreed that it was time for Tragic to meet the Queen Mary. And that's going to be sometime very soon. But in the meantime, Tragic, the following night, which means it's Saturday. On Saturday, you always spend time with your sire. And I'd love to get an idea. You may have some burning questions and concerns, and you also may be a little bit stressed out. So I just want to get an idea of Tragic Friday's sort of frame of mind.
Oh, well, can't seem to get all the blood out from under my nails. It's not a good look. Been scrubbing pretty hard. I feel betrayed. I feel like Rex, Messiah, really just stuck me right in it and didn't explain fucking squat. He didn't explain anything to me. He just said, find Papa Black. That was it. And I was like, all right. I probably could have asked more questions at the time, to be honest. I had no idea. But yeah, I think it seems to be a running theme that nobody sides explain any fucking shit to them. So here we are. And I'm mad at him, but obviously I can't stay mad at him because I love him. But I have a word or two to say to him if I can find him.
So where do you find Rex on a Saturday when you go to visit him? Where is it? Please tell us, describe, paint us a picture.
Well, we somewhat crash at the same place. Definitely after parties seem to happen at the same place near the club. He DJs at the club. It's all there. Like, he found me at the club. It's literally my gaff. Like, it's my house. This is why I'm like, it's our place. It's very violated with this idea that actually it's someone else's place and he never fucking told me. So I still don't believe it. I think it's bullshit. So so he'll either be at the club, but if it's like too early for a set, then he'll be at the flat next to the club, basically.
So it's probably at the flat where you find him. What's the digs? What's this environment like? Is he?
Well, it's set up for an after party, so it's it's got lots of textures, lots of lights. There's a fairy wall. There's some fairy lights. There's some glitter. There's one of those inflatable kiddie pools filled with soft toys. Just the usual.
Cool. Yeah. So it's in the kiddie pool that you find Rex. He is shirtless, wearing a pair of swim trunks. His hair is wet and messy. He is wearing a lot of chain necklaces, and he's smoking a cigarette of dubious proportions. And he's watching Ren and Stimpy on the tube television in the corner. There are a couple of people that are also here, but they're very passed out, possibly coked or eckied up to their eyeballs. One of them's got an intense case of dry mouth and keeps muttering something about needing a glass of water, but also seems to be unable to muster any movement under their own willpower, at least. And Rex is just staring at the TV, smoking. When you walk in.
Rex. Oi. Wake up.
Oh, tragic. Oh, shit. Aye. What are you doing? Get in, love. Don't worry about it. Sit in. You can get in. Oh, come on. Don't worry about your clothes. Get in. Come on.
No, you should get out.
I should get out? It's all right. I'm just relaxing a little bit. I've had a bloody long night, all right? It's just...
Yeah, you wouldn't fucking know what a long night even looks like compared to what the fuck I've just been through. So,
but please tell me. I've been wondering where you've been the last couple of nights. It's not. Sure, you buggered off with that long-haired fella.
Well, you remember what you told me. Can we not do this here? I mean,
right. He stands up and he's dripping all over the place. Where would you rather do it?
I'll help him up. We'll just move some fucking bathroom. I'll put him in the bathroom.
Okay, cool. He goes to the bathroom. He switches the lights on. He squints. Puts his glasses on.
Why?
Sorry. It turns them off again.
I'll light a candle in the bathroom. That's
okay, cool. Yeah, so you light a candle and he rubs his eyes and takes his sunglasses off. So tell me, what's your problem?
Remember when you told me, very vaguely I might add, to find Papa Black?
Yeah. Did you find him? You're all good?
Oh, well, you bet I did. And
right.
I found out a bunch of things, actually. They said that this club ain't actually ours. It belongs to them.
The Sabbat, yeah.
Yeah, what? Why didn't you tell me?
Because if I told you, you'd, you wouldn't... Tragic, he takes your hand. Look, you're a lot of things, but you're not particularly subtle if you know exactly what I'm talking about. If I told you too much, you would have had a hard time keeping it sort of compressed. Okay, so, look,
All
I'll
right.
let you in now.
You
So
don't-
tell me about
you
your
don't trust-
meeting, but we need to find out if we're at a right... Look, Front Street. Okay, I'm currently working with somebody who's pretty important, and we should be able to do some fun stuff, and it's going to relate in us having all this space back again, and you're going to be the key to that.
What happened to being anarchs? What happened to no?
Oh no, we
rules,
will do
no
that.
IRS?
But you know, we also need we need breeding grounds. You know, we need some space. I need to coexist. I'm just worried about the Black Hand here and the Ivory Tower there, and they're all smacking on the side of my head. And just if I can get rid of one of them, I'm not going to be
So
able
you
to
went
fight
with
the
the
Cat.
Black Hand. You went with the Black Hand.
I didn't go
You
with the
met
Black
Mr.
Hand.
Mirror.
I didn't go with the Black
You
Hand
did.
at all. No.
They own your
no,
club.
No, well, they own the club. That's where we. Technically, it was their club, and we infiltrated it. And I probably didn't like it that much. But look,
Oh.
Tragic, I know I might have put you in danger, but I'm sure you haven't done anything too untoward, right? You had a meeting with the guy. How bad could that be? He had up at the 24-hour Greek restaurant, right? That's where you usually headed. I didn't want to head you straight there because it would have been too sus.
Have you met Mr. Mirror?
Who?
The one with the flesh crown.
Flesh crown. Darlin, he mockly feels your pulse on your wrists. It's like, you feeling all right? Have you been all right doing much tonight?
Love. I don't know who you met or what you think they're up to. Black Hand already sounds a bit ominous. You may... all right. Why'd you send me? Why didn't you meet with them? Why did you send me?
They know I've been around long enough for them to know who the hell I am. But you're young and impressionable, right? So if anyone's going to be converted, it'd be you. So you make
What
the
do you want
perfect
from me?
plant.
Wait, converted? What do you actually want me to do with them?
Well, once you're in, we're going to undo them. Kill them all.
Ow! How are we going to do that?
I don't know. The guy I'm working with seems to have a few good ideas.
This guy.
It's right.
Terry.
It's not important. If we can get into it. Do you want to come meet with him?
Terry. Is it Terry? Oh my God. Oh God. Okay.
No, only a little bit. But no, not Terry. What? No, not Terry. Terry, actually, he's the one.
Who's this guy?
That's right. I'm going to meet with him tonight. You can come with me. It'll be good. We need to plan this out. You need to tell me first where you're at. Have they got you in? Are you in? Are you all good? I know what Papa Black's like. He's a procurer. That's what he does. He tries to bring people into the flock. So if you had a meeting with him, that must have been all right.
I feel very betrayed. Right.
Come on, Tragic. I don't want you to feel betrayed.
Sent
Be
me
good.
to the wolves' den, and they made me take people's heads with chainsaws.
Yeah, they do that. That's bad. That's why we want to get rid of them. Yeah, use that. It'll be good. Come on. Yeah.
Wow. You're very insensitive right now. You have no idea how much this has affected me, and you didn't even warn me. I'm very upset.
I needed authenticity, you know. People only believe what their mind, you know, the consciousness and how we perceive the world. And if it's blurred with the truth sometimes, it makes you hard to really see what's going on. I know I'm not making a lot of sense right now. I'm having a bit of an episode.
Am I just your puppet? Am I just...
No, not at all. Not at all. You are my instrument.
Oh, wow.
Wow. And it's going to be so good. Now get dressed. I'm going to put on a shirt, I suppose. And you got to tell me, so where are you at with them? Are they initiating you?
I'm going to sit on the toilet and just put my head in my hands and just, no.
He squats down next to you on the toilet. You're on the toilet. He squats down next to you. Now, come, Tragic, just tell me, like, where are you at?
Tell me who you want to meet. Who's this other person? And then I'll tell you.
All right. He's a lovely man. He's got our best interests at heart. He's a guy named Victor. He's all right. And everything's going to be quite good. All right?
Sounds like a Ponce.
Yeah, he's a major fucking Ponce, a blue blood. So we got to do what we can. Yeah, I know. I don't like him much.
So the other one.
What?
The other ones. The not the Black Hand. The ivory tower.
Yeah, he's Camarilla. And like I said, I'm never going to get rid of them. But if I'm going to choose between like a lesser of two evils situation, I'd rather try and figure it out. Anyway, he wants them out just as much as we do. I told him I got a plant. If you think that you're in a state where you can be planted, then this is perfect. If I told you everything to begin with, you would have been like, can I, Mr. Sabat, man, can I join this? Oh, however you talk. I don't know how you talk, but you know what I mean. You would have been, you can't keep a straight face, Tragic. You can't live a double life like some of us can, all right?
Is that you? You're talking about you.
What? No, I don't live a double life.
Right now.
But it's good, you know. Like, I can't do it. But you know what I mean? It's just he puts his hand on your hand. No, come on, sweetheart.
All right, so let me tell you where I'm at.
All right, tell me, please. I'm very excited.
For them, and it turned out to be innocent people, or at least not the people that they wanted me to kill. So I feel very upset about it. And now they want me to meet Queen Mary, which makes me think that I'm in. But now I know everything because you've told me everything, so I don't really know what to do.
Well, that's right. No, this is fine. Just take the meeting and tell us where it is, and we'll do the rest. It'll be fine.
And what? You're just going to storm in there and kill everyone?
No, Victor will have a better idea. So let's get dressed, and you make a call and find out when your meeting is and where, and I'll call Victor, and we'll meet up, and it'll all be good. It'll be great. And this time tomorrow, there'll be no Queen Mary. You will be the Queen, all right? You'll be the Queen.
Can you come with me to the meeting?
Of course. Well, I mean, it'll depend on what Victor wants to do, but I will be there, okay? In some degree.
I don't want to chainsaw any more people. I don't want any more.
No, you won't. Listen to me. He puts his hands on the side of your head. Listen to me. Tragic. Shelley, listen to me. You won't have to kill anybody else. I promise you that, all right? His eyes dance around a little bit. But that happens.
I'm going to, take his face and be like, I saw someone have their face removed last night.
Now, we he takes his hands off the side. Now, you remember when I first embraced you and we had that discussion about how sometimes you might say things that aren't really there? Because, maybe it was that, because that happens to me sometimes too.
Everyone else accepted it was real. So, everyone else in the room.
Well, that's really awful, and I'm sorry that you had to go through that, but it's okay. It won't happen again. It's fine. Just, you make your call, find out where your meeting is. I'll call Victor, we'll all reconvene, and this will all be over by this time tomorrow, all right?
Promise. You promise me.
I promise you. I promise you do.
And what if it's not? What if they make me kill more people?
Well, I don't know. May we all be put to the final death. I don't know. I'm not...
No, what are you going to do? What are you going to do to protect me?
I'll protect you. Victor is a very powerful man, all right? He'll protect us. We will.
But what happened to being anarchs? This all just sounds...
We will. And I don't like playing the political games either, but sometimes we have to for the enduring, length of everything, all right? So...
Look,
you're still young, you don't understand this. I'm trying to teach you.
I'm not very smart. Yeah, I'm not very experienced. Someone with a name like fucking Victor, who's the head of this fucking Ponce organization.
He's not the head of it. He's just one of them. All right,
whatever he fucking is, you think he's just going to help us out for free when he is diametrically opposed to who we are, our very existence.
He's more diametrically opposed to the Black Hand. So, look.
All right, so we're just going to help us until they're gone, and then what?
And then we go our separate ways. We'll.
Yeah, you're not thinking very far ahead, are you? You're meant to be playing this game. What happens when our enemy of our enemy is gone? What happens then?
Tragic. You're not in the position, really, to be the one telling me what we should and shouldn't do. If you want to get real right now, what we know is that the Sabbat know exactly who you are, and apparently they know who the Queen Mary is and all that stuff. So if you don't continue on this path, I don't know what they'll do. If I were you, I'm more concerned with that. So what I would like you to do, come along to this meeting with us and then you get into your I'm a Sabbat Malkavian anti-tribu, I'll be doing that, or whatever it is they get up to in their little canine thing. I don't know, it's all right. Just, they might tell you to kill me, though. They're a big fan of killing old fellers like me.
I just might have a point. Honestly, what you just said was basically, I have no fucking idea, and when this all turns fucking tits up on us after we've done this, then it'll be all right because at least I didn't get killed straight away. You basically just answered my question with a threat, and at this point, if they tell me to kill you, I don't know what I'll do, honestly.
Well, all right. Well, tell me then. What would make you feel better about this? You tell me and I'll do it.
You should come with me to the meeting.
What?
Come with me to the meeting with Queen Mary.
All right, I will come with you.
I will come with you. That you're the EJ, so they already know you.
Okay, well, I'll come with you. I mean, assuming you tell them first, because I don't want to show up and then blow our cover, because they'll be like, who the hell is this guy?
I'll tell them.
All right, that sounds good. All right, well, I'm going to go put my shirt on. You make a call, find out where we're going, and we'll meet with Victor, and hunky-dory, everything's good. Yeah?
When are we going to meet with Victor?
Well, I don't know. Depends when your meeting is and when he's free, I guess.
All right, so I'll make the meeting for not tonight so that we can meet Victor tonight, right?
I guess that makes sense. Yeah. I mean, unless they want to do it all in one time, I don't know. But
Oh,
I don't know. Either way, either way, all I know for sure is I'm gonna put a shirt on and change my clothes.
Yeah, you do that.
Yeah.
You do
Okay.
that, right?
Cool.
So,
All right. Thank you.
shower. You fucking reek. So have a shower.
He stands up and wanders out of the bathroom, leaving Tragic Friday alone, sitting on the toilet.
Yeah. Yeah, head in hands, just like,
Mhm.
fuck. Yeah. Yeah. I guess I'll go make it call when I.
Very
Yeah.
good. Back in a burned out Chinese restaurant on Little Burke Street in the modern day, Terry's looking at Shelley and he's looking at Max. Look, I don't think we should be talking about this right now.
He's stolen. All right.
I'm not.
We just put it back.
Fine, if that's what you
Yeah.
want to do it. I don't want to talk to you, Miss Nosferatu.
I'm not speaking to you, Terry. I'm speaking to Shelley.
Well, you happen to be here overhearing
All
everything.
right.
And Shelley, I don't know what you're
Yeah.
doing hanging out here with the cam. Like, you keep walking between all your worlds.
Right. I'm gonna squish his face again.
Oh, fuck.
Max, maybe it's your turn. Maybe you should give this a go because he's stolen. He's making up shit about me. I mean, like, that's why I asked you to help me find him because he's a fucking worm. So maybe it's your turn to get some real information out of him.
Quite. How's your memory feeling, Terry?
He pulls his face away from Shelley's hand. My memory is fine, Max. I just don't super want to talk to you about the stuff that's going on because the cam has got a very long and proud history of fucking
Do you like
with
both
people.
of your eyes, Terry?
What?
Your eyes.
What about
Do
it?
you like them?
See, this
bonded.
is what he looks at Shelley. This is what I mean. This is why I don't want to talk to them. This is how they
We
are.
ask you nicely. Now I'm telling you, tell us what happened. Well, how did you get here? The full story. Shelley and I have an agreement, which I don't feel the need to relay to you.
He looks at Shelley. Is that true? You have an agreement with the Camarilla
Yeah,
now?
the agreement is,
With me.
yeah, that right now we're gonna interrogate you because you are the target of this whole fucking thing. You ran away from me, and they're the other ones that would help me find you because you fucking ran away. So, wait, who staked you? Let's start with that.
Yeah.
Do you remember Joseph, the Toreador Antitribu?
What is this word? What is anti-tribute?
Anti-tribe. It's, when a clan belongs to a sect that they are not supposed to belong to.
Right.
All right. So he's well, look, I saw a picture of him and then I saw his face downstairs, but it was not really him. Who did this to you?
Peter Naylor was looking into some shit to try and figure out what happened to his sire. He needed some books. He asked some Camarilla Tremere woman to procure them from the state library or wherever she could get them. She delivered those books to him. He and I, we go back a little bit. So he buzzes me and he says like, hey, dude, my best mate, come over here and talk to us about... Anyway, so I went over him and like his stupid fucking girlfriend was there and that was the whole thing. And anyway,
Annoying.
I start going through the books and like I'm learned clan, okay? I don't know blood sorcery or anything about the fiends or really anything about the Black Hand
Yeah,
before
real
they all
fucking
fucked
learned,
off
eh?
back to
Real
Europe.
learned.
Okay?
Can you hurry the fuck up?
It sounded like these books were talking about the deeper heartthrob, and that just kind of stressed me out because those memories of that time don't sit well with me. That's why I had a really long stint in torpor from like 2000, 2005. And when I woke up, all the Sabbat were gone, and it was excellent, and I loved it. And so I just got a little bit stressed, so I told him, hey, we shouldn't be doing any of the shit that's in here. because this could be really bad if it's real. And one of those things happened to be. That's why he didn't want to. He looks at Max. Pay the debt or whatever the fuck he said, because those Tremere take things in blood and whatever, and he's Banu Hakim, and there's a whole thing, and he didn't want to be swapping blood with nobody because of what I warned him about.
Yes, well, we fixed that.
So wait, what was the thing in the book? What are you talking about? What was the thing that was?
It was stuff that he was looking at that he was trying to use to, I don't know. It was, he had some cock-brained weird ritual thing. I told you I don't know anything about blood sorcery, but he was talking about there was some ritual that he wanted to try and enact which would allow him to like walk backwards through his lineage or something to experience his sire's memories or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, but what I was looking at, I was like, well, hold on. This thing, it sounds like that shit that fucking Tragic used to talk about in the 90s where she found out about the deep heartthrob, and that was really stressful.
Yeah, but that was all bollocks.
That's what I said. I know, that's what I thought. But I said, like, hey, that's just, it's stressful for me. Maybe just don't worry about it because I don't want to have to dig this all up again. And lo and behold, he looks down at his current situation.
So Pete Taylor did this to you?
No, it was that Joseph guy. Joseph.
Right.
Yeah.
Actually, Joseph?
What do you mean,
Joseph.
actually, Joseph? Like, sorry, am I talking to you or am I talking to Shelley and you're listening?
Little column B, actually, Terry.
I'm going to take Terry by his sleeping bag and a little bit by his hair.
Yeah,
and we're going to go downstairs and meet Joseph, or at least the face of Joseph.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's go.
All right.
Let's go. I'm dragging him
Would,
by his head.
as you were dragging, would Max and Shelley like to exchange any thoughts or prayers between one another as he is being dragged along?
We need to hurry. If this is...
Yeah. This Mr. Mirror guy was bad news from what I remember. It was bad. I don't remember much, but it was bad. So,
Right.
thump down the stairs. Yeah.
We need to get to Laurel and soon.
Oh, yeah. Did you hear from them? What happened with them? Because they just ran away.
They went home.
Did anyone text you?
No. I have not received a text.
Mm.
We need to hurry.
All right. We're meeting Joseph Face downstairs.
Mm-hmm. So you're dragging Terry along with you to meet Joseph?
Yeah.
Are we doing anything about his...
I'll drag Terry.
Yeah.
Strong.
What? Yeah, we're dragging it. I've got his hair and the head of the sleeping bag.
Okay.
Yeah, no, we're like.
Hey, you can just like, I can't exactly run away. This is kind of humiliating. You can just like take me out of the sleeping bag at least.
Yeah, you fucked me. Remember that. This is all because of you.
This was 25 years ago. What the fuck? I didn't even.
Then you ran away and you never paid for it. So
Shelley, just if I ever meet whoever the fuck rattled your brain cage, I'm just gonna. They owe me so many favors.
All right.
Whatever.
Or
is that just a Malk thing? Is that what's going on with you? Is that your particular affliction? Like you just choose what not to remember?
No, you are lies and pretending that I don't remember when it's all lies. So let's just keep moving.
Okay, cool. So you drag him downstairs to the other floor where the quite mauled Joseph lies with a fairly big gaping hole in his throat. He's got a stake, I'm pretty sure, through his back, which has gone into his heart. And he's lying face down. And Terry sees this and goes, whoa, what the fuck happened here?
Well, a few things. Anyway, that's Joseph, right? Is that the guy at stake to you?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why he's wearing his clothes, but yeah, that's fine.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Well, he was running around naked a whole bunch.
Why?
Cool. But also...
Why? Why? Come on.
I don't know why. He's just... They're all weird. They're all weird.
Who are weird?
I don't know. He's Sabat, right? Former Sabat. They all fucked off, but he's one of the ones left behind. They're all a weird bunch. I never really paid a whole lot of attention to what they were doing. Like I told you, I don't like it. This whole deep heartthrob thing, their weird shit, their penchant for flesh crowns.
The Torrid or what's it face? The name that you...
Yeah, that's the guy. He staked me. That's this guy here.
All right. Why does his face not match his neck?
Can I give his face a tug?
You can give his face a tug. Yeah, it's definitely there. It just, I don't know. Did it did something happen to him? Was he recovering from like he looks at the bandages on the ground? If it just grew back,
what?
maybe it's looks a bit
Back in
fresher.
what?
I don't
This
know.
might be face.
If he had his face burnt off or whatever the fuck, I don't know what happens. I never had that
No, they
happen
don't
to me.
burn.
All right. So now we know this guy staked you. Why did he stake you? Because you knew too much about this book. This would be a lot quicker if you just fucking played along.
I came back here because I was trying to figure out. I was trying to figure out if I was just being paranoid. Evidently, I was not. I was correct. But yeah, he found me. Well, I found him here, and then it was all over pretty quick.
All right.
Who else was here?
Yeah.
Just him, fucking naked, squatting around, babbling on.
Bit weird.
When was this?
He asks one of you for the exact date, and assuming you give the exact date to him, he mulls it over and says, "Must have been like 2 months ago, maybe around 2.5 months."
Because the last thing this guy remembered was like a long time ago.
Look,
So-
they're all crazy. I don't know what to tell you, but look, if you just let me on my way, or whatever.
No.
Okay. Max, your phone vibrates in your pocket.
Check it.
It's Victor. He wants to know how things are going. Well, it's not exactly Victor. It's the process in which messages get to and from you.
Yes. Okay. I'll turn away for a second and start composing a text.
Mm-hmm. So when Max turns away, Terry looks at you. Seriously, just tell me now. Is this legit, or are you under duress, or what?
No, honestly, we came here to find you. 'cause
Okay, well you found me. Let's just get the fuck out of here.
No, because I don't trust you as far as I can throw you, Terry.
Okay.
You've done that. Fuck with me. So, the first thing you said when you woke up was Mr. Mirror survived the fire, but you were staked way after this fire. So why did you feel to say that straight away?
I don't know. I thought he was dead. I don't think he is.
And what makes you say that?
I can't remember. Maybe something Joseph was talking to me about just before he put me down. I don't know. I was like halfway through a sentence. And then...
Okay. And then that's the first thing you remember after coming back out. All right. Well, look. What I remember from Mr. Mirror is he's a scary fuck, but also that he's part of the Sabbat. And the whole reason why you and I are still here is because they are long gone, right? So if they're not long gone, he's clearly up to something.
There's the
So
Wayward
do you
Pack. I don't know.
anything?
They should be all doing whatever the fuck they're doing in the Middle East or along the Mediterranean. I don't know. I don't care where they are as long as it's not here. But if one of them's still
Well,
kicking
that's-
around, then that's whatever. Like, then tell the
Yeah.
fucking Cam to
Well-
beat them out. I
Well,
don't know why you've got
let's
yourself
kinda-
involved.
But
Here
then-
I am, Harry.
Max, how'd that text go?
I just sent following leads.
Okay.
Vague.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. Well, look, I kind of don't want to let him go because I feel like he's withholding shit from us. But at the same time, we should probably, you should go see what's going on with your little friends.
We need to hurry. You've
I don't know.
encountered this Mr. Mirror before, haven't you, Shelley?
Well, yeah, but like, it was hardly an encounter. He just scared the shit out of me and then I left. So, old mate here has encountered him as well, right?
Me?
Yeah, you. Who the fuck else is he?
You know... Oh, maybe you don't. Yes, I have. I've encountered him before. Tragic.
Mhm.
Shelley,
Mhm.
what are you going by these days?
Shelley.
Oh, yeah.
And now, what makes you think that we wouldn't try and find him if he was, the same Mr. Mirror that I met, was the one that you met?
Because, I don't know, maybe just let him do whatever he's doing. Because my experience voluntarily involving yourself with that psychopath, you know.
All right, but you know how you came here because you're worried that someone was messing with books to do with the fucking deep heart dog.
I know.
That is total bollocks.
I know.
But that was his whole scam. That was his deal. So like,
I know.
why?
And I thought he was
connected
dead,
that
so
thing?
I wanted to make sure that no one was fucking around with him.
Right, but like, then clearly we're all on the same side here.
We are. I
Against
just
this-
want to now leave it now that I know what, so I can fucking kick it and get the fuck out of here.
Oh right, cowardly as always. Okay.
What would you want me to do?
Okay.
Like, sometimes you got to
Help
be a
us
bit of a
out.
coward.
I don't know. You
Like,
got
if you want to
information
survive.
that I clearly don't. All right, your way of surviving is just
How would you like to have me owe you a minor favor, Terry?
Ooh, a minor favour from the Nosferatu Camarilla.
But that's good to know. Shelley, do you want to put the stake back in, or is there somewhere you're going to stash him, or are you taking him with you?
I feel like he knows things. I kind of want to take him with us. Can we all go wherever the other two went?
We can fit in. We can
Who
fit
were
in
the other
three.
two? What are we doing here?
Shut
Oh,
up,
you
Terry.
know,
What fucking
They-
time is it?
look, they knew Joseph, so it all kind of connects up, and you seem to be the key. So I'm going to pick up the date. Yeah, you're in no position to argue, mate.
It's alright.
I'm very worried about
notebook
the
around
other
here
two
somewhere.
right now.
That book?
Hmm?
Your book, or the book that from what's his face?
My notebook. My notebook?
Oh, there was one, wasn't there, upstairs?
Oh yes, there was. I'm going to go get it.
Can
All right,
I...
well that one.
Okay, cool.
I'm going to go get it.
I'm just going to look him straight in the eyes and
Yeah.
take the stake and slowly push it into him. and be like,
Okay.
"See you later." Bye. Okay. We got the notebook.
Yeah, I got the notebook.
There was a notebook
What's
up
in
there
it?
near where he was slowing. It's completely empty.
Yeah,
Oh.
Hmm.
Yeah, well, just in case.
I'll put it in my pocket. It's fine.
Okay.
Victor
guess we should-
replies, need more information. It's not a question.
I'm going to start dragging Terry towards the car.
I'll pick up his feet. We'll untie him, and so he just looks like a drunk guy between us.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I
With a
mean, yeah, I guess
stake
so.
coming out of
We'll
his
just
chest.
weekend
Stake
at
sticking
Bernie's
out of
into
him.
the car.
You put his jacket over the stake. Just
Mhm.
like,
Yeah, and we're like, weekend at Bernie's him into the car. Oh, fuck, Joseph. Do we want to talk to him?
We could, yeah, I guess so. Maybe not. Look, maybe we should hurry. Maybe we should just.
I think we should hurry. And
We
I'm
know
gonna,
where he is. He's not going anywhere.
Yeah, we know where he is.
He's not going
Yeah,
anywhere.
we can like weekend at Bernie's.
Yeah.
Terry into the car.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do that.
Yeah, I've got his notebook in my pocket. I'm going to
What are you
quickly
going to say?
fire off a text.
What were you doing with Joseph? So were you leaving Joseph where he was?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll leave
cool.
Jake
He's not
there.
going anywhere, so that's fine. Yeah.
No, exactly.
We know where he is, and he's not moving. So
Yeah.
we can tie that one up later. We can tie up that loose end later. Yeah, and get into the car, and I'm gonna go on Instagram and see where Laurel's last location was.
Where was Laurel's last location? I can tell you where her current location was. She's being dragged downstairs into the dark along these carpeted stairs. The door has been shut. She's going backwards as Mr. Mirror drags her, not gently, by the just under the arm as she falls down the stairs.
Oh,
and
yeah.
you can look up and you see the door close and the darkness onset as you are then tossed very, very callously onto the Karen to confirm. Is it like a pull-out sofa bed down there? What is it that you sleep in?
So yeah, there is a pull-out sofa bed, and it's like a queen, but it would be packed away at the moment.
Okay, cool. The item that Karen likes to keep tucked under her pillow, is that on the couch nearby, or has she tucked that away somewhere else?
She would have left it on the couch.
Okay. So when Laurel is tossed onto the couch, she lands on this item?
She very well could do.
Yeah? Can you just
Yep.
confirm for Laurel what that is that she feels smack into her back as she is?
So something's hit your back, but it's not overtly large. It almost looks like a small pill bottle, and you can't see what's inside it.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay.
So
Okay,
Mr. Mirror rubs his face and his blood sweaty crown thing. All right, Laurel, you're lucky that my beautiful Karen, my child, seems to like you. Now, all right, sorry, I might have got a little bit carried away before, but I really don't like being interrupted. As you understand, can you nod? Yes, I understand. Yes, Gregor, yes. Yes? Okay, yes, very right. All right, okay, cool. So I'm going to fix this. All right, you're lucky I'm very good at it. I could have asked her to do it as like a little experiment because she needs to learn how to do this as well. But it's not going to turn out. It's going to be like a kindergarten kid trying to fix Michelangelo's David. It's not going to work. So luckily, you've got me here, and I'm going to fix this up. So any questions before we begin? No? Yes? It is definitely going to hurt quite a lot. I very much apologize, but there's definitely things I could do about it, but I'm going to choose not to. But okay, just hold very, very still. And he grabs Laurel's face and goes about his grisly work. Meanwhile, upstairs, Karen, you've got maybe 30 to 45 seconds before Zach emerges from the doorway in the hall, which leads down to the underground car park, or your underground garage, I should say. Presumably with Marcus. How are you feeling? What would you like to do?
Grab Marcus straight away. Like Karen's going to spring into action.
Mm-hmm.
So she's going to grab Marcus straight away and she's going to cast. I'm going to dominate him. I'm going to use Cloud Memory.
Yeah, cool. He looks up at you. His eyes are red with tears. Mom, what's going on? What's going on? And you
literally just look into his eye and I just say, forget.
Yeah.
And then like hold him and wait for him to come to. Sweetheart, are you all right?
What?
You were a little bit faint. Are you okay? How are you feeling?
Fucked, I fall asleep? What's going on?
Oh, you just you fainted and I've propped you back
Sorry.
up. Is everything you feeling okay? Did you eat enough today, lovely?
Yeah, I think maybe I'll have another Mountain Dew or a cherry Dr. Pepper if there's any. What time is it? It's like 1:30 a.m. By the way.
Look, it's quite early in the morning, which you may have been tired. If you could I wouldn't grab anything to drink like that because it might be good to go to bed and have a lie down. But maybe take some food with you and just have a bit of a lay down in your room for a moment. I think that would be best.
Okay, all right. So he takes a banana, and he goes upstairs to his room, and he disappears around the corner up the stairs, almost in tandem with the door to the hallway opening, and Zach steps into the hallway, head to toe in his police uniform. Honey?
What?
Well, the neighbor said they heard a lady scream.
Oh, sorry, it was me. So
Yeah,
Marcus
is
was
everything all right?
feeling
What's
really
going on?
faint. Yeah, no.
He walks
Sorry,
into the
please
kitchen
listen,
and he doesn't give you a kiss. He walks past you and goes to the fridge.
Okay. No, it's not a big deal. It's just that Marcus wasn't feeling very well and fainted, and I screamed because I was very worried about him.
He takes a
but
VB
he's fine.
out of the fridge and cracks it and sips it.
Right.
Right.
Karen's gonna walk over to him and place her hand on his and put the beer on the ground, and then place her other hand. Oh, sorry, on the counter. Put
Right,
on the counter
okay,
so
yeah.
he can't drink it. Just straight on the ground, slap it out of his hand. On the counter.
There's some drama.
And then, yeah.
What?
Put her other.
Babe, I
hand
don't want to
on
have the
his,
drinking
shoulder.
conversation again. I just want a beer, okay? I just have had a long day.
I understand, but I really need you. I need to tell you something, and I need to tell you the truth. And please do not interrupt me. It's only going to be a moment. Please, just look at me, and please just let me say something. I'm sorry, the timing's bad, but please.
Look. Okay. And as he turns to look at you, two figures appear in the hallway. And you hear a voice call out, "Oh, terribly sorry. We must be on our way very soon." And we're going to take a quick break from Book of Dreams a Vampire the Masquerade
no.
story. Please bear with us as we recompose ourselves. We'll be with you in a few minutes. We're going to feed and water and hopefully let our heart rates return to normal. But we will join you in the chat. So we'll speak to you very, very soon. Welcome back to Book of Dreams, a Vampire the Masquerade story. If you're just joining us, I don't know if I can recap everything that's currently happening in a brief period of time, so I'm going to just have to trust that you're either catching this on the VOD or the chat can fill you in where necessary. Karen is currently standing in the kitchen of her Turak mansion with her apparently police officer husband, who's well over 6 feet tall, quite broad-shouldered and very leanly muscled. She was trying to get his attention, sat his beer on the counter, was turning him to look directly at her when from behind them in the hallway emerged Laurel, who looks perfectly normal. Everything is exactly where it should be. And she is holding hands, fingers laced, for those of you playing along at home, with a man who is taller than her, thin. He's not an unattractive man. He's sort of just a regular looking dude, maybe of Eastern European origin, and he's just made his presence known. Zach blinks and looks at Karen and is like, "Oh, you didn't tell me you had company over as well." The man who has appeared in the hallway says, "Oh, sorry, we were sort of just on our way. We, well," and he smiles at Laurel. "Well, you know, darling, everything's quite fine. We were about to just all head out, though, right?" Zach looks
Yes,
confused.
we were. I just need to very, very quickly just speak to my husband.
Yeah, I mean, can you tell me what the hell's going
Zach,
on?
just
Who
because-
the fuck is that guy?
Yeah, I really do need to go
He looks
out
like Kevin
with these
Spacey between
people,
movies.
and just look. Me and Zach are just gonna go to the next room, and we'll be
Alright.
out in a moment, and then we can get going.
That's right, another
Okay.
private conversation. Lots of whispering going on here. What the fuck is this guy's problem?
Yeah, it is going to be a very quick private conversation, and then
course,
we can
please.
go.
Oh, good. No,
promise
very
you, I
quick. We can
promise
all
you.
have private conversations. He lifts the hand that he's holding of Laurel's and kisses the back of her hand. Lots of private conversations if we need to have them. So please take your time.
Okay, yes, very quick. Very quick. Laurel, please just stay put. You're looking beautiful. Zach, we're just going to go into the next room just really quickly, sweetheart. Okay. All right, cool, great. Doing that. Be out in a moment.
So you step into which room?
So we are in the kitchen. So I'm assuming that
Like a
actually
study?
there's probably like a bathroom near the kitchen. So she's
Yeah.
going to take him into the bathroom. with her.
Okay, cool. And as the door slides shut to the bathroom, Mr. Mirror turns and looks at Laurel and says, "There, that wasn't so hard, was it? It's all right. By the way, I know you really kept a lot of that pain down. You can cry now if you would like. I don't mind."
Not happening, mate. Fucking not
That's all right.
happening.
Cool. He squeezes your hand. So everything's in keeping. Very good. Now, you'll
great,
excuse me if
yeah.
I don't let you go just yet. I just want to make sure Karen isn't doing anything stupid.
You and me both, buddy. You and me
Yes,
both.
well, that's good. That's good. I wonder what the rent is in a place like this.
Way too fucking much. Way too fucking much.
Back in the bathroom. What the hell are you inviting people over for? Who the fuck is... What's going on? Is that like...
Okay, Zach, what I said earlier, please, it goes. Just let me say something to you, and please don't make too much noise. And I really need you to just shut up, and I'm just gonna tell you, and then
Sorry,
we're
you're
gonna go
inviting
from
these...
there.
Like,
Okay?
I'm a middle-aged man who pays
Okay,
his
enough,
taxes.
Zach.
If there's going to be people
Zach.
coming into my house,
Zach, I'm okay, Bub. It's gonna sound crazy, and you're gonna think I'm crazy, but just real quick, and I'm gonna dig my hands in and show that I'm almost preternaturally strong at this point.
What the...
Bub, I'm probably not going to survive this, okay? And I just
What?
need you to listen to me for a moment.
fuck are you
and I
talking
just need
about?
to tell you, you know what? So the reality of the situation is everything's pretty fucked. I'm a vampire. Sounds ridiculous. Is ridiculous. Is actually ridiculous. I'm probably not going to make it. And I just need you to listen to me, okay? Because for what it's worth, I do love you, and I know it doesn't mean much. And I need to tell you now because things are going to change in a moment, and you may not see me again. So from me to you, just I do. And I know that everything's fucked, and I'm sorry. Okay, so just please. You're gonna forget this, but I just needed to tell you.
What do you mean I'm gonna? What?
I'm gonna make you forget, and it's gonna be awful, and you're gonna be in so much pain after this because of what I have to do, but I do, and you didn't deserve this or me, and if I could make you forget me altogether, I would, but I can't. So now I'm gonna ask you to forget. And I'm gonna dominate him before he gets a chance to speak. And when he comes to, Karen's going to let him go and look him in the eye.
Babe, what's going on? Why am
I can't do this anymore. And everything, this life, and I know you've seen this coming, but it disgusts me. And I feel trapped all the time, and I'm done.
Babe,
I'm gonna
come on,
go.
we can work through it. Come on,
I
love
I'm
you.
leaving. I'm
Babe,
leaving.
babe.
And no, enough. Listen to me. You disgust me, and the thought of being with you makes me sick. And I've got friends here, and we're leaving. Okay, we're leaving, and I'll serve you some papers, and I'll see you later. Okay,
Babe, come on, we
I'll
can
see
talk
you
about
later.
this. Babe.
No, I'm done. I'm finished, and I'm gonna dominate him again.
Okay. To do what?
So I'm gonna use mesmerize.
Mm-hmm.
And the actions that I'm going to give him to play out are to take the children to his mother's place and to stay there for a week.
Okay. So you exit the bathroom. He follows not long after. And now I'd like us to step away briefly and just keep Ella, the player, to a side for one moment as I address the other players, not the other characters, but the other players. One of our chronicle tenets, a very important one, is never deny love, no matter how fleeting. I'd love to hear from the players if that or anything else, any of the other chronicle tenets, such as always follow your dreams, perhaps has Karen violated any of these tenets? Chat, please, sound off.
Following her dreams. Yeah. She's following her dreams, but she's definitely denying love because she just said she was in love with him.
I don't know. I feel like she was doing it out of love. Like, if she hadn't broken up with him, if she hadn't gotten him and the kids out of there, he'd be dead.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that was an act of love.
By denying his love? Well, I don't know. Yeah. Laurel? Sorry, Ginny?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's strange because I feel like she's denying his love, but she's acting out of love. So I'm not really sure where I fall on that one necessarily. But she is following her dreams. I guess. She's doing what she wants. Yeah, she's doing what she wants. So, I don't know. I think I'm gonna end up falling on the side of. I think she is denying his love, and that's pretty concrete. Like that's like the major.
And pardon me, Sophie. What were your thoughts? Is she?
Well, I just think that like if she didn't do it in a very clean-cut way, you know how people like that maybe don't listen unless you're very direct about it. So I think like she had to be really cruel to him to actually send him away, and yet she could have just dominated him and told him to go stay with her mom, right? So I think maybe just like if she just told him to go away and stay for a week, that might have worked without needing to break his heart.
That's a good point. So, Karen, I'm actually going to award you 2 stains on your humanity.
All right.
And we'll just adding that here on
She's
Fantasy
racking
Grounds.
them up.
Yes. But then returning to our scene now as Karen exits the bathroom and her very heartbroken, destroyed, tall, handsome, broad-shouldered husband exits very, very quickly. Laurel and Mr. Mirror are standing by the kitchen island. He's still holding her hand. He's leaning on the kitchen top like this, and he watches him go. And he listens as Zach's footsteps disappear upstairs. And he looks back and goes, it's like scolding a dog, isn't it? It's a shame. Anyway, where are we headed? Where are we going? So exciting. I heard you saying that we're going to go away. Oh, where are we going?
Yes. Laurel, where are we going? Laurel?
Oh, sorry. I'll let go of your hand. Pardon me. He lets go of Laurel's hand. Laurel, you become very, very acutely aware that you were not super in charge of your own motor functions while he was touching you.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
Karen's going to go and take the hand that Mr. Mirror dropped.
Mm-hmm.
Got a hand holding going on.
Oh, okay.
Where are we going, Laurel? Holding hands. Where are we going, Laurel? Laurel, where are we going, Laurel? Laurel, where are we going?
Well, if your husband is leaving with the kids, maybe we should stay here in case, Max and Shelley know where I am. I hope. Maybe. I mean, we can't outrun them forever, right? We should really be keeping everyone in the loop here, Karen. We should really be keeping everyone in the loop, including Max and Shelley. Maybe.
Okay. We did say we were leaving. But maybe we should. She's going to look at Mr. Mirror and then just be like, Max is cool. All right, Max. Maybe we should contact Max.
Max.
Max?
I know that name. Max.
Sort of intimidating, but nice and a bit sardonic. A radar. She top Sheila. Max?
No, I don't think we'll be calling Max.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, you said you wanted to.
She and I have a bit of a history, you see. Yes.
Okay. Well, we should probably go somewhere to talk because Zach's taking the kids, but it's going to take some time to get them out of here. So how about we go somewhere to talk about the face thing.
It's all right. Yes. Laurel, should you scurry along then?
Let's go somewhere
please?
to talk. Let's go somewhere to talk. When's good to go to talk, Laurel?
Cool. No, Laurel doesn't need to come. Pardon, this is over, Karen. This is just you and I now. Just like it used to be.
I don't.
We're going to rebuild our world together.
Yeah, we can talk about that somewhere, maybe with Laurel. Don't you think that it would be a good idea to make me feel safe because you abandoned me and
I'll make you feel safe, Karen. You'll come back to me in time. Now, you like your friend Laurel here, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Good.
Yes.
So the problem is, I'm quite old and it's hard to teach an old dog new tricks, and I can't be held responsible for what I might do to her should she come with us and she upset me or run me the wrong way, and I would hate to do something that would upset you in turn. So I think it's perhaps best we just let Laurel just do whatever it is she does. Besides, there's no room for her in our world.
I'm very interested in learning about our world. What if Laurel promises, it's going to like really grip Laurel's hand to the point of pain, promises to be very quiet and sit in the corner like an emotional support animal.
I must say it's just a very presence irritates me. He leans in very, very close to Laurel, like till his nose is brushing up against her cheek and neck as he I can just smell it on her, and but if you really wanted to be there and you're okay with taking that risk, then that's fine. I don't mind.
Laurel.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
you can just ask her. I suppose she's her own person. Theoretically,
I'm asking, sweetheart. I'm asking.
Mm-hmm.
Laurel, you don't have to. You might be safer if you don't. I feel like maybe I've gotten you into enough trouble.
Okay. Well, I will.
I'm talking to Laurel. I'm actually taking something off my keys. that I know as a GPS tracker, and somebody that's tech savvy would also know as a GPS tracker, because it would make complete sense that like all the kids in the family have one, and you have to like take them out so people know where you are. And I'm like pulling it off my keychain, and I'm just gonna like give it to you while I'm speaking to you.
Okay. All right.
I'm trying to do this subtly.
Yeah, just like very casual, just like I'm fiddling with my keys.
Okay. I guess I'll hold. I guess I'll grip Karen's hands like I'm panicking. I guess to help with that, so that it looks like she can. I guess fumble the keys to me without it looking too weird. Okay. I'll come with you, and I promise I won't say anything. Let's just look. I just don't feel good about leaving you alone. And you know what?
It doesn't matter what she feels. That Karen, look, what I have to say to you is I don't know what you're scared of, Karen. I'm not going to hurt you. The only people I would hurt anybody else on this planet before I would hurt you. I understand there's a lot coming up here. If she's worried about coming and you're worried about her being here, what I have to say to you is for no one else's ears, Karen.
I know, but you hurt me and left me, and I don't feel safe with you the way that I used to. And Laurel does make me feel safe. Don't you want me to feel safe if I'm the most important thing? And Laurel wants to come, and she's promised.
But she doesn't sound like she super wants to come. Ugh.
Okay, look, I do want to come. I promise I won't say anything. I can even stand in the corner if you want me to. I promise I won't say anything to anyone or listen to anything. We'll be fine. We'll be fine.
He's looking Laurel up and down. He's silent as he does this. It goes on for some time unless anyone says anything.
Thank you for fixing my face.
I was thinking... I don't know, sometimes I just get inspired. Did you think she would look better or worse with an extra set of legs coming out of her sternum?
Okay, Laurel, I think you're gonna stay here and wait for Max.
No, we don't have to do that. It would be great, because sometimes working when talking is good as well. That would be good for me, maybe.
Yeah, I like to work and talk at the same time, but I think Laurel should definitely stay here, because you're right. She seemed very resistant and very worried about it. And as safe as she makes me feel, you and me have a special connection, and I would love to be alone with you right now.
Okay, well, that's great. He reaches out
Laurel's hand.
Yeah, he reaches out to take Karen's hand if she will take it.
Yeah, and so I will let go of Laurel's hand and grab Mr. Mira's hand and be like, please take me somewhere that we can talk. I need to know everything about you.
Oh, yes.
It'll
be so good. And he looks at Laurel and says, of course, this is all strictly just between us three. I'm sure you understand, Laurel. I really can't have you saying anything to anybody else about it.
I won't. I
of course, no, you wouldn't, no, because Karen is very important to you, isn't she?
Yes, she
And if people found out about us, they would probably want to kill Karen, especially a lot of your friends in that ivory tower. I don't want Karen to die.
I won't.
Anyway, we should get going. Darling, should we take your car?
If you would like, we can definitely take
your
my
car.
Absolutely.
That sounds good.
Okay, yeah, we can do that. That's fine.
Cool. All right, he takes you. He leads you by the hand toward the garage, like an excited child, as he goes. As you hear the cries of your own children upstairs, as they are presumably being told by their father why they are being woken in the middle of the night. Laurel, as you watch Karen depart, what would you like to do?
Oh God. Text Max.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, text Max. Just gonna go straight out, fucking just code red situation. Just hurry the fuck up, please.
Mm-hmm.
Location pin on my text.
Mm-hmm. And then where are you going?
I'm going to try and give I guess, give Karen and Mr. Mirror space, but I am not gonna touch the situation with the family. I don't feel qualified to handle
You are still in
all
the
of that
house, that
shit.
said. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm still in the house. So I'm going to, I guess, once I feel like Mr. Mirror is far enough away from me that he won't try and do anything awful to me, I'm going to want to exit, I guess, maybe out the back. If I kind of wait kind of outside it, I don't want to be in the same building as the family that's currently packing their bags because their parents can get divorced.
That's totally fair. So you can head out the back through those big glass windows out by the well-lit pool around a back path that leads to one of the other side streets in Turak, as you, I assume, are almost constantly checking your phone to see if Max has got back to you just yet.
I'm just like, I'm doing that thing where like you multi-text someone. So I've sent like probably 10 messages now. Like, where are you? What's going on? Everything is terrible. And like there's 3 location pins as I'm moving sort of through the courtyard and down the side street.
Back in 1997. Tragic, are you still in the bathroom, or have you left to go and make the call you need to make?
I'm definitely taking a minute to just like, but I'm probably on my way down to make the call. Yeah. So I'm at the phone, at the wall. Yeah.
Hello, it's Desmond.
Oh yeah. Hello, lovely.
Oh, hello, little
How's your
sister.
pretty little
What are
face
you
tonight? Huh?
I'm doing okay.
Oh dear. All right. Well, when are we going to do this? You all promised me I get to meet Queen
You're
Mary
gonna come
herself.
meet the Queen. Well, how's about tomorrow night?
Oh yeah, that works for me.
That'll be good.
Tomorrow
I
night.
think.
What time?
Shall we say 10ish?
All right. And you know, I mentioned the DJ at club. Don't know if you remember that.
Rex, right?
Yeah. You were definitely like
drop of the green
hyped
blood
and
in
cool.
him. Yeah. What about him?
Well, obviously, you know about him because he's in the club that you claim was yours, right?
Well,
and
the club
yeah,
that is
anyway,
ours, but sure.
And yeah, so he's my sire, and I trust him, and I want him to come with me to meet Queen
That's a
Mary.
hard sell, little sister.
Well, why? I mean, we're all in this together, aren't we?
Yeah, but we don't know him from a bar. Look, I can vouch for you. But just so you know,
And
if
I
you
can
want to
vouch
bring him
for
along
him.
and anything goes sour, we can't protect him. And if you're okay with that, then that's fine. But I just figure I should just tell you that straight up.
Sour, exactly. Why would you be introducing me to someone that's going to go sour? I don't understand. I thought
Well, I'm just saying, I don't know this guy. I don't know what his deal is. If he rubs someone the wrong way, I can't protect him. I'm just letting you know.
Well, technically, he's working your club right now, and also I trust him. I vouch for him.
Hey, I agree. That's why I'm telling you. That's why I'm not telling you no straight up. Tomorrow,
Right,
10 p.m. You can do that. Bring along your little sire if you have to.
I do have to.
Good. We're meeting with a bunch of us.
You'll love him.
It's great. We're meeting a bunch of us at. He gives you the address for a Chinese restaurant on Little Burke Street.
Right. Oh, sounds lovely. We're gonna have a dinner party.
It'll be great. We'll see you then, little sister. Stay safe. He hangs up.
Me too. Okay. Has Rex got a shirt on yet?
He does. He's even changed his pants.
Oh, good on him. Does he still stink?
That's right. I don't stink. I had a shower and everything. That's right. You see my wheels?
What?
My shoes. Little wheels.
Oh.
Little wee shoes. What?
I know, mate.
That's right. Well, anyway, I can go. Anyway, what's the go? That was them, was it?
Yeah, that was Desmond, who is the creepy underling of Papa Black.
Yeah, I know
and,
him.
Yeah, he said that you're okay to come with me, and he's given us a time and location for tomorrow night.
All right, excellent. Okay, well, let me. He moves over and takes the phone off the wall, and he calls the. Makes a call.
I'm going to take the other phone from the other room and listen in.
Okay, cool. You overhear a very simple conversation between your sire and a man with a very gruff voice, and I'm only summarizing it because the thought of going between Irish and gruff Victor voice sounds like a great way to stress me out. But they make an arrangement. Victor sounds quite arguably excited, and he would like to meet with you specifically tonight. So he makes an arrangement with Rex to bring you to where he is. Then Rex hangs up the phone. He comes into the other room, unaware that you're on the line. All right, so I just spoke to Victor, and yes, I'm going to drive you over to his place, and we're all going to have a little chat, a little powwow, and it's all going to be really good. What?
You coming with me?
Yeah, I'm coming with you.
No. Okay. All right. Well, let's go then.
All right, cool.
Go on then.
So you get in the car, and you begin to head to the LHB building on Collins Street in the city. It'll be a little while until you get there. So while we're transiting through time, back in the modern day, where are Max and Shelley at with Weekend at Bernie's-ing Terry's body when Max feels her phone going off over and over and over again in her pocket, and Terry's between you, like.
We're getting him into the car park. It's pretty quiet. You know, we've picked one of those private car parks that not a lot of people frequent. Slide him into the back seat. Max is gonna just quickly hold up a hand to Shelley and get in. She's feeling the phone going off, but get in the back seat with Terry for a minute and hold him up by his hair. He's unconscious, and she's going to look at him and say, very disrespectful, and I'm going to take one of his eyes out.
Oh, fuck. All right.
He was very rude.
It was very rude. Let me just quickly want to just double check our tenets here. Cool. Everybody who's not Alex, our first Chronicle tenet is do not kill or torture the innocent.
Oh, he's not innocent. Come on.
I wouldn't call Terry like innocent by any stretch of the word.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
none.
Karen?
Seems kosher to me. Seems kosher. Yeah.
Oh, okay, everyone's cool with it. I'm curious to know if the chat feels differently. Or leave your comment below if you think that Max did deserve any stains for this, but no, the players have spoken, and Max will be receiving no stains for plucking out the eyes of this true brouhaha.
Oh, just one. He's keeping one.
Oh, just one of them. Oh, that's fine. Sorry, I shouldn't have brought anything up.
Yeah,
just one.
No, it was always just going to be one.
That's okay. So you pluck out one eye while your phone vibrates again, and you're putting him in the trunk of the car or the back seat of the car with his now missing eye?
I'm going to put him in the back seat and kind of have his coat over him so he just looks like he's kind of a drunk sleeping off.
What are you doing about the whole eye situation?
I'm going to put it in his pocket.
So cool.
And then just finish draping kind of his jacket over his head, like pull the hood forward and everything like it. Like he's,
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow.
Assuming it's not going to bleed much, no heartbeat and all.
No, you won't be bleeding. No spurts, nothing.
And then check my phone.
Yeah. And you see all the text from Laurel as well as text from Victor saying, get here now.
Fucking. Shelley, it's time to go.
Yep.
Yep.
You driving?
And I'm...
Where are you going, though?
To Laurel.
You've got a text from the Prince of the City saying, get here now as well. But you're putting that one on the back burner for the moment?
Yeah.
Okay. Just confirming.
Laurel.
All right. You're going to Laurel.
Yeah, I'm getting 10 text messages from Laurel, and I know where
she's somewhere in Turak.
She's been, and I know who she's been with now, and I know who's involved with Karen now. I'm going to Laurel.
Mm-hmm.
I will explain it to Victor. I'm going to Laurel.
Mm-hmm. How's the car ride? What's the vibe like?
Swift.
As you going?
I mean, I'm pretty chuffed that you took his eye because he deserved it, obviously. And I guess I'm just trying to piece the pieces together as much as I can. So, like, Terry knows Peter. Peter knows Laurel. Laurel had some books that had the deep heartthrob in it, which is something I knew about from Terry in the 90s, but it's all bullshit.
Oh, I don't know that it is. I don't actually know that it is, but Mr. Mirror.
Yeah. Oh, that's a bit I missed in my map.
Mr. Mirror and Joseph. Mr. Mirror and Joseph. If Karen thinks Joseph was her sire and Joseph is there with his face torn off, Mr. Mirror.
Well, look, from what I remember from Mr. Mirror, there was definitely a face missing incident. And this Joseph guy, if that's not actually her sire, but he's involved with this book, Deep Heartthrob thing, and Mr. Mirror mentioned the Deep Heartthrob or something like it, I think. Something like that.
DHT.
I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
DHT. I don't know.
Shelley, even
Yeah,
as you
or-
say that, you get a very distinct but brief memory of the waiter from that restaurant, the one that you saw pinned on the ground. But you have a memory of him sitting at a table in a Chinese restaurant, dressed in very different clothing, smiling at you from across the table, and just mouthing the words DHT at you and then winking. Just a brief flash.
Ooh.
And he's not Joseph, right? It's a different guy.
Well, Karen Sire. Karen Sire isn't.
No, I mean, and the guy in my memory, he's not the same guy that we just staked.
Well, Shirley, I don't know about the guy in your memory.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Malkavian!
look,
Hashtag.
Look, it's all connected, but it's all bullshit. Like I remember it's bollocks. I remember that.
Whether it's bollocks or not is probably secondary to the fact that Mr. Mirror is Karen Sire and is creating new vampires around the city and new kindred everywhere and has a...
We don't know that. We just know he's
Well,
dedicated.
one is enough.
Yeah, I guess we'll find out. Right? So we're headed now.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Heading to Turak.
Yeah. You know what? I think kindred are pretty good. We can probably text and drive, right?
You could even put her on speaker, in theory.
Yeah. No. Well, I mean, I need to get back to Victor.
Oh.
I do need to text Victor.
You are
I mean,
going to
I'm
text
pretty
Victor?
capable. I could probably text and drive.
Yeah.
Well, we text Victor. It'll be a laugh, you know.
It'll be
I'll just be
fun.
like,
Take a letter, Shelley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
No.
obviously gonna text it like I would, obviously.
I might not give my phone to Shelley. I might pass on
All
that.
right.
I might pass on that option. But I will fire off a text to Victor, just saying, life or death ?
As you're typing the text, you get another one that just says
Excuse
now
me.
in all capital letters. And then as your text, do you still send the other text, life or death?
I'm just going to send life or death
Okay.
because that will imply that what I'm doing is definitely life or death.
Oh wait, you're. It's not a question. You're not asking him if it's life or death. You're saying life or
Just
death.
say it.
Say life or death.
Yeah.
He can do with that what he wills because it implies that what I'm doing is life or death, and if
Yeah.
his is, then fine. But what I'm doing already qualifies for that.
So you don't get a reply just yet. You're going to continue to drive. Have you let Laurel
Yeah,
know
I'm
that
not-
you're coming?
I'm just gonna send her a thumbs up emoji, like a react.
Okay.
Brutal.
Like,
Wow.
Driving.
Wow.
That's totally fine.
Fine. Chilling. I'm chilling. So chill.
Laurel,
if I
you,
did- Sorry, I don't know if I did already, but I went through Joseph's pockets. Did I go through Terry's pockets? Because I would do that now.
Climb into
Oh.
the back seat. You're
I don't know that you did. But yeah, you'll find a pretty beat up iPhone 3.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And just like a small crumpled wad of cash.
All right.
Like
I'm gonna
sub
try and
hunt,
turn the
like not
phone
much money. Yeah.
on. I'm gonna try and turn the phone on.
You trying to turn the phone on?
See.
Yeah. It's dead. If he has been there for 2 months. Yeah.
Yeah, but
You charge it. You need the old iPhone plug though. It's an old
Old
one.
charger,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I've got a few hooked into the dash. I've got, you open the
okay.
glove box and there's like a few generations in there.
Okay, I'm gonna charge it. We'll see what's
Okay.
in there.
Takes a moment
Come on.
to get charging. Anyway, Laurel, how are you doing? Where are you waiting now that you know someone's coming?
Okay. Well, now that I've received a very reassuring thumbs up emoji from Max, I guess I want to wait on the streets. I would have doubled around the bag and I assume come up down the side of another house or something. I want to wait on the only street, I guess, that maybe Carrot's house fronts on. And I'm just looking really miserable and panicked, having an awful time.
You think you're miserable and panicked and having an awful time? You should see the look on Zach's face as he drives the drives the car with his 2 children out of the house and turns left and speeds on down, presumably off to his mother's place.
Okay. Great. Yeah. Well, sucks to be a cop, right? So, tough shit, man. So I will continue pacing and checking my phone, and just I won't text Max because I know that Max has now seen all my panicked messages, but I am like looking at like the GPS like tracker that like Karen gave me, and just looking at my phone and just like, fuck. Like, how did I fucking let it get away? This is the worst. This is the worst night of my life. Worst night of my life. My unlife. Everything is terrible. Just having an awful time.
Meanwhile, Mr. Mirror is driving Karen's car with her in the passenger seat, saying, "Oh, this is the best night of my life. It's just so good. I feel fantastic, don't you, Karen? Oh, gosh." He puts his hand out between you, as if offering to take your hand while you drive, while you both drive along as he goes. It's like all the things
Karen
we
has
talked
realized
about.
that this is very dangerous and will actually hold his hand, though she is shaking.
There is, I can feel your fear, Karen. I really wish you wouldn't. I know, I'm sorry. I wear my crown often because I'm something that'll elicit such pride in me and such good memories, and I've hidden it now, and it's all right, and we're walking out here, and I know one day you will come to appreciate it in the same way. Anyway, you've no doubt so many questions.
Crown?
My crown, no.
Yeah, so many.
We're the masters, so I'm not sure you've run into people like Laurel. You've run into the Camarilla. Is that what's happened in these last few nights?
I think they've used that word.
Okay, but I'm sure they told you lots of stupid, silly things like we need to be quiet and we need to, like I'm sure they threatened to kill your family if you told them what you were or whatever. See, the Camarilla wants us to live in like obscurity in the shadows. They don't understand that we're clearly the top of the food chain. We're the apex predators. We should be worshipped like benevolent gods. Instead, they would rather us live under the foot of the kind, like sniveling insects, just chipping at the scraps or beneath them. But no, truly, Karen, we are the oldest. So Cain was the first vampire.
This is a lot. Okay, so
let me just explain just very quickly. Cain was the first vampire. His first childer was the founder of our clan. We are the old clan. The world belongs to us, Karen. You and me. This is our world to shape as we want. That's why you, like me, stand with one foot in the past. That's why you sleep every night with your child's baby teeth, because it reminds you of a time where you felt better about who you were. And together we will rebuild the world that we want. It's what you wanted. It's what we spoke about every single time we were out.
I wasn't aware that this potential future plan also included vampirism and crowns and the. Is there a name for the face thing? I'm really struggling to get my head around the face thing.
We have command over everything. We can reshape everything: our past, our future, even our bodies. It's quite a symbol of strong pride to show just what you can do with yourself. And the command that we have over the flesh is like the command we will have over the kind. Over everything, once the Camarilla falls, at least. But anyway.
So I don't understand most of this. What I really don't understand is what part I play in it.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
You've just said that we're going to reshape things.
Yes.
That's it.
Don't you want to live in a world where you're not beholden to anybody, where you can experience the life and the love and everything that you want without worrying about things holding you back, without worrying about the banal interactions of pointless everyday life? When you are You've been gifted with something so much more. You can't tell me that the person you were 3 months ago before I took you into my embrace. You cannot tell me that that is a person that is better off than what you currently are. You are more alive than you've ever been in death. Prosperity that we have, it's a state of mind, and that's why we're going to continue on. And we'll endure as we always have. We're the oldest clan. We are proud, and you will...
Look, I'm a bit new to the whole clan thing, and someone has explained it to me, like groups on Facebook, and so I'm kind of understanding a bit of that. Most of what you're saying, little scary, but outside of all of this clan vampire stuff, I have realized something over the last 3 months. And yes, I desperately wanted to live a life not beholden to anyone, and that was my own again, but what is love then? Isn't love just being beholden to someone, to anyone?
Love is... It's awful, isn't it? It's awful. It's all anybody ever wants, and as soon as you get it, it's like, ugh, this is hard and terrible, and, sometimes it's like you can't understand why you feel the things you feel, because sometimes it doesn't properly make sense, and other times you feel like you're shackled to somebody in a way that you can't understand, but just fills you with pure joy. And I think it's that balance between that marriage of virtue and viciousness that makes love so true. And I don't think I love you, Karen. I don't have that capacity in me anymore. That part of me died a long time ago. But whatever it is I feel when I'm with you, I like it, and I like who you are and who we will be together.
I wish you had asked me if this is what I wanted.
I did. You told me in so many words over and over again what you wanted. And in your world, before I came into it, everything you wanted was completely unattainable. What I did for you gave you what you wanted. You must see that.
You didn't tell me what it would mean. You didn't tell me the truth, and you know you didn't.
And you wouldn't believe me. You wouldn't have.
You could have shown me.
You would have been more frightened had you not experienced things yourself. Believe
I
me.
would have been more frightened if I... Sorry, you have no idea what the last few months have been like.
Don't
You
I?
have no idea. Do you?
Maybe you should just observe the quiet solitude of the car for a little while. Once we get to where we're going, we can continue to talk.
Because
Maybe
I
just
haven't heard
reflect
that
on what
answer
you
from
want to
that.
say. Think about it. Just let things in. Realize that people like Laurel, who you've known all of how long? One night, maybe two? And me, I'm the person who woke you up.
That's okay. I love it when men tell me not to speak, so I will sit here and hold my tongue.
Yes. That's a beautiful world we'll build together. Laurel, from where you're sitting, looking across the street, you see a man who is naked except for a strange sort of wrapping that he's wearing around his genital area. He's very leanly muscled, looks to be of perhaps Middle Eastern descent. He's quite tall. He's got a very blank expression in his face. He's covered in scars, and he opens his mouth and blood pours from between his teeth and all down his front, just as Max's car pulls up in front of him, cutting off your vision of him. And Max and Shelley see him. No, he's not there. Only Laurel can see him, but I think he's gone now. Anyway, Max and Shelley, you're there. Laurel is by the side of the road.
Fucking get in. Get in the car.
Okay. I'm like fucking running over to the car. And like before I get in, I like peek around the front to make sure that whatever I saw is still there, not there.
No, not there.
Not
No.
there. Great, okay. I get in the car. I guess I get in the passenger seat, I suppose, because
Well, no, I'm in the passenger. You're gonna have to move Terry over.
get in the back. I open the door and I see I guess
You see Terry in the back.
Terry kind of flops over. Okay, all right, great, cool. Sorry, mate. I'm just gonna move.
Oh, he's all right.
Sorry. Okay. Move Terry, get in and close the door behind me. Okay. All right, great. Okay. Where have you both been? This has been awful. This has been horrific. Super horrific.
You know where we were with this guy. What were we up to?
You could have maybe did you take a detour? Maybe go to a fucking gas station on the way here, get a pie or something? Where were you?
Yeah, let's go.
Fuck.
What's going on? Take a breath.
Someone called someone with a bones for a face, just bones on his head, bones for a face is Karen Sire. That's great. That's horrific.
Okay. You all right?
That's fucking terrible. Fucking Karen has disappeared. I was trying to follow her, and then she just fucked off with this man because he. Did I tell you that he crushed my face? He crushed my face. I am still in pain.
Fine. Honey, you look fine.
She looks great. She might even look maybe a little bit better than before. I don't know. It's hard to say. She looks quite good. Yeah.
Look, the unnatural contour here is not important. It's not the point. The point is he crushed my face and he took Karen. He has Karen. He was whispering about a new world or something, and he was a real asshole. Just a lot of assholery. Please,
yeah,
we need to go.
That seems right. No, that tracks.
We're going. Where are we going?
Yes.
You got 3 text messages, Max.
Oh.
Yeah.
Responding to your last text, which is life or death.
Yeah.
And it just says death, next message, for you, next message, if you don't get here very, very soon. All in caps.
We're going to Victor. We don't know where. Do you know where Karen is? Laura? Do you know where Karen is?
No, I don't know where Karen is.
Going to Victor.
What about she? What if she dies? We can't just leave her with that psychopath, a literal psychopath,
I don't know where she is. Tell me where she is, and that's where we will go. Until then, we're going to Victor.
Oh, I don't know.
We tried to fix this once before. We're going to Victor.
I mean, if you want to go to Victor, I'm not really that keen.
She gave me this thing. I don't. Fuck. And I'm just gonna chuck my phone and chuck the GPS tracker in Max's lap. Just fucking this thing. I don't fucking somebody just fucking help. I don't know what to do. What if she dies? We can't let her die. If she dies, I die. Victor will kill me. I don't want to die.
That is definitely true, and we are not going to let her die. I need to figure out what the fuck is going on with Victor. He seems out of sorts, which is out of sorts. I'm going to shove the tracker and the phone to Shelley. Do you know what the fuck this is?
Do I know what this is?
You might know more than I do.
I mean, maybe. It seems like something I would know, I guess.
What, how to use a GPS thing?
I don't know. I mean, I'm guessing that. I mean, but this thing is the thing that's tracking, though. So what's?
Can you make an intelligence plus technology roll, please, Shelley?
Oh yeah, give it a intelligence plus technology. Oh dear.
Hey,
Oh.
yeah. No, yeah,
Okay.
you can use this thing. 3 successes.
All right.
You've done well.
So I guess
I'm too busy freaking out. I'm too busy freaking out to use it. So
Karen, can you
I-
explain what the device is? Because I don't know what it is. I would have
Right.
failed this roll.
So you can get like a variety of GPS trackers, and some of them you just like enter a code into an app or a website and it shows you all the others in that GPS's like family, if that makes sense. Or you can actually like key different things into like phones and etc. So I'm going to assume that they've probably got like a family system where they'll each have like a couple on like in like handbags and in different like parts of the house. And whenever one of them goes out, especially because their father is a police officer, they always have to have like one on them. So Karen's probably got another one, but she's also probably got her phone location on, which won't help the others as much because they won't have access to that. But they'll have access to like a whole bunch of points where GPSs are. So there's probably a couple in the house, and there's probably some with like Zach and the kids, and there's another one with Karen. And
Okay, got it.
Will be spread out.
Okay.
Right. So I'm going to show this to Laurel and be like, that's where we just were. Then there's a whole bunch. Yeah, there's like 4 over here, or 3 or something. And then there's one going that way. So,
Okay, well, it's definitely the one that's by itself and that's moving. So whichever one that one is, that's the one.
Near, is it the same direction as Victor? Can we do a little round trip?
Where is it headed? Is it near the city?
It looks like it's heading out east, like a long way out east. Like they're out on the freeway heading east, like out towards Doncaster, Box Hill. Definitely the opposite direction of Collins Street toilet.
All right, I'm gonna grab a burner phone out of the glove box.
Maybe Terry can be of some assistance.
Yeah, it might be, but
I'm being a smart ass.
only
Forgot that he was
if
there.
I mean, right now he's just going to start screaming. I don't think we need that yet. We'll sort that out in a minute.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab a burner phone out of the glove box, just like an old ass Nokia. Call a number that I know is gonna get to Victor pretty quickly. And call that number.
Okay. Back in 1997. Tragic. You pull up to the LHB building with your sire. Your sire is looking at a little post-it note that he's got, which is giving him instructions of what to say to the after-hours security guard when they arrive. Rex doesn't look like he's super engaged with his sort of outfit and whatnot, but that's cool. So you walk up to the security guard and Rex shows him the note. He gestures through and leads you to a alternate elevator, which will lead straight up to Victor's floor. You have a few moments being alone in the elevator, and Rex seems to be doing some deep breathing exercises.
All right. So, I mean, what debt does he have on you? How'd we get into the situation with this
What?
family?
What are you talking about?
But it's fucking this place. Like, how did you even meet? What's going on?
Look, he's been looking for a way to get rid of the Black Hand for quite some time. We happen to have, like, a mutual enemy, I guess. And look, we could probably bury the hatchet between the Cam and us, and we can just... He said he could consider carving up a part of the city for us. Could you imagine how good that would be? Not having to go around worrying about fucking, people hassling us all the time for just trying to, do us. Do you know what I mean? That's great, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it sounds a little too great, to be honest.
Well, trust me, this will be totally fine. There's nothing dramatic or weird that's going to go on, all right? So just, it's cool. Just be relaxed and just be fine. Cool. The doors open, and Max, you're there to greet them. Sorry, I'm throwing you under the bus here, Max. Yes, you're in 1997 as well.
It doesn't say anything, just nods and gestures inside.
Yeah. Rex sort of double takes. This is the same very big corner office with the conversation pit, in which is sitting Victor Luth, in a very well tailored suit. He looks up, smiles at you. Well, come on in. Sit down. Max, get the door, will you? Make sure the elevator's locked.
As they walk past, Max is just going to lean into Rex and say, "Don't try anything stupid," and lock the elevator, close the door, and come in and stand at the door.
Okay. So Rex smiles and descends into the conversation pit. This is my child, tragic. Tragic. This is It's Victor stands up and he does up the button of his suit and extends his hand to Tragic. I'm Victor Luth, Prince of the City.
All right, mate.
Do you take his hand?
Do that,
Yeah, you
sure.
do.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Very good. So I understand we have something of an opportunity on our hands. Please sit down. Sit. Max, come join us. Don't have to stand all the way over there. Gosh, don't know why you. Anyway, he sits down and relaxes, reclines. Rex also sits in the conversation pit on the couch.
Max will come down and perch on like the back of one of the sofas.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I mean, forgive my ignorance, but I have not been privy to the conversations thus far. So if anyone would kindly fill me in on where we're actually at and what this is all about, that would help me a lot.
He looks at Rex, and Rex just nods, and Victor nods as well. Well, basically, I want the Sabbat out of my ass.
I mean, don't we all? What are they doing so far up there anyway?
Have you spent any amount of time with them, ever?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
they're
so
fun,
you
right?
might have a bit of an idea, like a modicum of understanding of why I might not want them up in my city.
Yeah, but I mean, like, you seem like a pretty powerful chap. You got a lot going for you.
I do.
What
I am.
to do with it? Why do you need us?
Well, because they suspect me. They suspect people like Max.
Right.
They don't suspect you.
I mean, who could really?
Exactly. So, Rex tells me that you've procured yourself a meeting with Queen Mary.
I have indeed, tomorrow night.
Excellent.
Yeah?
So I say we do it then.
Do what though? Like, that's the bit that's worrying me, because so far I've been completely on my own in this whole thing, and I have no faith or confidence that anyone's going to back me up, and I don't even know what the plan is. So I'd like to know at least, like, if you're going to come storming in, you know, in the middle of it, or what, like any kind of plan, anything.
He nods and plan. He looks at Max. Max, you remember a couple of years back, with that Guru pack that was out in Dandenong. We took them out. Pretty the same deal. They used to hang out at this biker club, you know, this biker bar, you know, filthy wolf thing that they do. And we had a similar thing, like someone that was sort of on the inside. You catch somebody while they're eating, they really don't see you coming. So it's the same sort of deal. They're meeting up at a restaurant. They don't suspect anything. Me, Max, and about 15 of our pole hitters just storm in there, put them all out, avoiding you, of course, now that I know what your face looks like. That was the main reason of the meeting.
Okay. And did your inside person at this last job actually make it out alive? You know, so to
Yes.
speak.
He did.
I mean, can I tell if they're lying? Can I try?
You can try. Yeah, you can make a wits and insight roll. Let me just set the difficulty for you. Go ahead.
Mm,
5 successes. So that is a success with 1 margin. He's not telling the truth about the guy getting out alive.
Oh, okay. I'm just going to confront him. I don't really know what I'm in for here, right? So I'll be like, you sure about that? Because I'm pretty sure I can smell that is incorrect. Or, you know, little birdie told me that inside person did not survive, so...
All right,
Why
so
you lied to
you
me?
want some sort of insurance that you're going to make it out alive? I can't give you that.
Indeed, wouldn't you?
Wow.
No, none of us have that assurance.
Listen to Max, she's been around the block.
Well, I mean, like, you can find another patsy for your fucking job. Like, what's in it for me,
What?
honestly?
But we couldn't find another patsy who, I'm going to look at Rex and then at Tragic, who holds a geological position of power. in the Anarch movement. We don't want this city to be at war. We could find another patsy, but not another patsy who has influence like you do.
Yeah, which is why I don't
Rather like he does. But you're the patsy that's being sent in on his behalf, so...
I'm the little lamb to slaughter, and it all comes out very clean if Rex and I go in there tomorrow night, and then everyone gets eliminated, doesn't it? That works very well for you.
Wait, who said Rex is going in as well? It's just you, isn't
Oh,
it?
he is. I've already arranged that. He is. He's coming.
I mean, then it's going to look, but that was up to you then. If you think that's what's going on. Also, just quietly, Tragic, I'm being very polite here. I'm not sure if you're aware of this, but we're not really in the business of asking, are we, Max?
Not in the business of asking, no. And Max is going to shoot kind of a look at Tragic that's just like...
Sure. I get that look a lot, you know. And it doesn't mean very much to me. I'm still here, aren't I? So, for now. So, look, you need us for something right now. We're the most useful to you in this situation. I can, unlike my lovely Sai here, I can look at least one step ahead and see how if we all get eliminated tomorrow night, then you keep that geological stronghold or whatever you were saying. And it works very well for you, but it does not work very well for the Anarchs or what's left of them. So I am going to need, I don't know, some sort of reassurance of security, otherwise the meeting's off.
All right, then what would make you feel more comfortable, Miss Friday?
I'll be there.
There you go, Max is going to come.
Okay.
I'll be there the whole time. I'm the link between you and our people, for lack of a better word.
Okay. And if I die, she dies.
Probably.
All right.
There you go. She's my number one too. My girl Friday. Yeah? Didn't even mean to say that one. But what I'm trying to say is that Max she's good. I wouldn't risk her. So if there's any concern there, then...
Yeah. I mean, I guess that's as much assurance as I can get from, I guess, someone like you.
You won't see us, but we'll be there.
Oh, I see. Okay. I'm going to really be sure then.
Well, you could develop some innate skills so you could see us, but you're just going to have to take our word for it, I think. Just don't get made, that's the main thing. Keep these people on a string.
Yeah, I mean, I've got them thoroughly confused so far, so I'm sure I can keep that up. Right. Okay, so plan is I go there and I tell them their address. It's a Chinese restaurant at 10 p.m. Rex is coming too, and Max is coming too. And then you just storm in at the right moment. How are you going to know when it's the right moment?
Well, Max will be there. Shoot up the signal. We don't need to let you in on how we exactly do things, but we need to make sure that we've got as many of them in the one place as possible before we strike. We can't risk one of them coming out of the bathroom and hassling us.
Okay. So, like you said, catch them while they're eating. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Catch them while they're eating.
All right. Am I going to be privy to the signal, or am I just going to get surprised?
Of course you can be. Max can tip you off somehow. You can play that by ear. But also, our squad knows not to hit you, so generally your signal will be when you start to see heads flying and they're not yours, you're pretty good to go.
It'll go badly and it'll go badly quickly.
All right. Don't feel good about this, but I guess that's how it is. So when we do get rid of our little mutual enemy, and you said it would be beneficial for all of us, how exactly is it going to be beneficial for us?
He looks at Rex, looks at you. Well, why don't you tell me? Tragic, you seem to be the one with your head on your shoulders here. Rex says, what are you talking about? Shut up. Go on. Something you want? You're pretty good at asking for things, so tell me right now.
Yeah,
what do you want?
I'd like to, let people know what I want. It's just better to be clear about these things.
Please, put it out into the universe.
Well, I mean, we're pretty attached to this little club that we've got that apparently belongs to the Black Hand, which I've just found out about. So I would like to keep that and south of the river.
What was the last bit?
It's not big. Ask for a pony, get a cat.
You say everything south of the river?
Yeah, why not? Just give us a sound.
He looks at Max. She having me on?
I don't think she is. I really don't think she is. She also started that sentence with a we and finished it with an I.
Yeah, I couldn't help but notice that as well. What's going on here exactly? Are you into cahoots or am I still high?
Oh,
I don't.
well, why don't you tell me what's going on, since you seem to have a handle on this whole thing?
Well, I thought I did, but now this is all just going a bit... Oh. Don't worry about Rex, he's just having a moment. It's okay. Everything south of the river. I tell you what, you personally bring me Queen Mary's head, and I'll give you everything south of the river.
All right, and if I don't do that, but we still get rid of the black hand...
Then you can have your club. You get your club no matter what. How's that? Unless you die somehow. But I don't think that'll happen. Unless you fuck up trying to get Queen Mary's head.
All right, well, it's good to know I'll get the club, at least. Well, we'll get the club, obviously. What about just Chapel Street, then? That's a nice compromise.
Sure. Put it
All right.
down. Put it in writing. Witnessed Max. Witnessed Rex. Sure. I guess I'm in a generous mood. This is going to work out very well, though. It's going to be fine.
Yeah, it's going to be great. Yeah,
It's going to be
fine.
great. Right. Excellent. Well, celebration's in order. He stands up. Rex slowly stands up as well. So, 10 p.m. tomorrow night. This sounds good. Max will get your information. We'll all sort each other out. It's going to be great. I see a prosperous future between us. Miss Friday.
Yeah. All very exciting. Business and all that. Yeah. Well, it's great meeting you. I need to go have a shower.
Yeah, I think you should probably make sure your sire takes one as well. Am I right? Why does everyone keep saying I stink? What's going on? I made the butt of some joke all of a sudden. I didn't do anything.
No, you didn't.
All right, so
You really-
Rex and Tragic move to the elevator. I assume Max leads the way to through the open space to the elevator. The doors open. They get in. Rex is a bit grumpy.
Yeah, Max is gonna look at them as they leave, and as the doors are closing, gonna look at Tragic and say, "Pleasure doing business with you, Miss Friend," and completely ignore it.
Yeah, the doors close
Okay.
and the elevator begins to descend. Victor leans back, sips on his quote-unquote wine, looks over at Max and says, "So we got him, right? That's fine. How many jerrycans did you say you were going to need? Because we'll get them filled up tonight."
17.
10 jerrycans of petrol.
17.
For one building? 17 for one building.
It's a big building.
All right, okay. Just make sure you get over with. Back in the modern day. Who did we last left with? I'm confused. So we've had who did we just jump from? Who did we see most recently? No, we're back now. I think in the car with Karen and Mr. Mirror. And you've driven quite a ways along the Eastern Freeway out to the suburbs, the fairly wealthier suburbs of Doncaster. And he seems to be making a beeline, but he hasn't said exactly where it is you're going. And he pulls up in front of a fairly innocuous house with the lights out. It is not, by any means, a big two-rack modern mansion. It looks like a brick building dating back sometime to the 70s, maybe 3-bedroom. The lawn is somewhat overgrown. He kills the engine and pockets the keys, smiles at you, lets go of your hand, and steps out into the night, heading toward the front door of the house, expecting you to follow.
Yeah, I'm going to, while his back is turned, just shoot Laurel a message about where I am as well. Like, I'm hoping she's figured out how the GPS thing works, but, maybe not. And I'm just going to be like, hey, just at this place, shit's getting weird, reshaping the world.
Karen,
Be
don't dilly dally.
coming, sweetheart. Just the message is like reshaping the world. Please help. He's very strong, a little bit scared, and I'm gonna also like P.S. Please feed my dog, and then I'm gonna like get out and go with Mr. Mirror.
Yes. He opens the door and it leads into the dark house. There's a fairly cloying scent on the air, just like a thick sort of smell. It's not a bad smell. It's kind of like not a. Does Karen have a tattoo?
Yes.
Yes. So she would recognize almost like the smell of tattoo disinfectant that you sort of smell in the tattoo place. It's sort of like that. And he closes the door behind you. The place it's not super big and it's not like so pitch black in here you can't see. It's like old. The carpet is fairly, it's been trodden quite a bit. It's like that weird beige color, the walls to match. And he puts his hand on the small of your back, and almost immediately he starts rubbing his head, and then his crown and his bone protrusions from his face come back, and he just lets out a sigh of relief, like, oh. Sorry, Karen. Let's come. Let us away. We'll laugh like gilded butterflies into the lounge. I suppose we have so much to talk about. Yes. He leads you into the lounge. There is a 2-seater sofa and a working television that sits on top of a non-working television.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. On this 2-seater couch is a person you don't know who's sitting there watching the TV on mute. Looks like he's watching old VHS recorded reruns of Hey Hey It's Saturday. And it's on mute, and this guy is just lights are on, no one's home sort of situation. He's wearing a pair of sweatpants and like a dirty t-shirt. And Mr. Mirror puts his hands on his hips and he looks between you, says, well, you can either sit on the couch or on the floor, or where do you want to do this?
On the floor. Yep. Yeah,
Gonna sit on the floor?
Karen's gonna sit down. What can Karen see? Because did Mr. Mirror turn the lights on when they came in, or is it all very dark?
No, it's not. He didn't turn the lights on, but it's not super dark. Just think of like a room with the lights out, but the TV is like illuminating the room to some degree. Yeah.
Mm. Okay, so Karen's gonna sit on the ground and then just look at Mr. Mirror and say, I thought you wanted us to be alone. Who is our company?
I think we've lost our stream. It says I'm still streaming, but OBS just disconnected for some reason.
It looks chat saying that it did as well. Just say start stream again. It happens sometimes.
Okay. Everyone watching this on YouTube is getting some extra premium content right now.
It's fixing our flashes.
Okay, I think we're back.
Yeah, it looks like we're back.
Great.
Yay!
Okay. So, just to recap, sorry, for those of us just coming back, Mr. Mirror has walked Karen into this house. The lights are out. Someone is watching old reruns of something on television. The TV is on mute. This person seems to be just in a vegetative state, in a pair of sweatpants and a dirty shirt. Mr. Mirror has not acknowledged them, and he's asked Karen if she would like to sit on the couch or on the floor or somewhere else.
Karen has decided that she's going to sit on the floor.
Mm-hmm. Mr. Mirror scurries to sit opposite her, very, very close.
Okay.
Like in front of her. Yeah.
Sweetheart,
Yes.
I thought you said you wanted us to be alone when we spoke. Who is your guest?
Oh, that's Martin. He's fine. Don't worry about him.
Is Martin okay?
What do you care about him? He's fine. He's watching his television show.
I'm just surprised because you said we were going to be alone.
Don't worry about him. He doesn't know what's going on. It's fine.
Okay.
'Cause we are alone. See, that's the first thing you need to understand, is that anyone that isn't us is beneath us.
Everyone?
Everyone.
But is this because we're the first clan?
Yes, the old clan.
Why does that particularly make us special?
Because we are the oldest and we know what's best. The world is ours to inherit. Cain's sins upon our bloodline.
Okay. Other question, because I can't get into that right now. So these clans, they're all different. Yeah, I've picked that up. I don't know much about them. No one really had much time to tell me anything, yourself included, but we're here now. What can our clan do?
We rule.
Yeah, I got that from the car ride. I meant more practically. More practically, what can we do?
Well, all kinds of things. We have a very close affiliation with animals. I know that you can command others and bend them to your will, such as part of the extension of our rulership. You will sense others. You can sense the beast in others. I know that you can do that.
I'm mostly asking about the...
We have a command over our own body and flesh, and you will learn this too. You will in time. It'll start softly at first, and then things will get remarkable very quickly. And you can do it for others as well. Your friends, like your friend Laurel. Did you see I actually improved her cheekbones a little higher now, didn't you think? Just subtle, just a little bit.
I'm sure her Instagram following will love that.
That's right, whatever that is.
Okay.
I'm sure they will. Now, Karen.
Yeah.
There's something I need you to do for me.
Oh. What is it?
You need to drink my blood.
I mean, we've done that before, and you didn't tell me what was going to happen.
This time I will.
We're all the same. What will happen?
There is a secret hidden in our bloodline.
Okay. What's secret?
My great grandsire has knowledge that I require, that you require, so that we may reshape the world as I promised you.
Okay. What does my drinking your blood have to do with accessing ancestral knowledge? I'm really trying to keep up. I'm really trying. Please.
No,
just
I
walk me through
appreciate it.
just...
Karen, it's been a very, very long time coming. You'll drink my blood, I will drink your blood. We will say some words. We're going to kill Martin over there. And then you will pass into me, and then into my sire, and then into my great sire, and into my great, until you go all the way back. And you need to know to stop when you get to the right place. And you'll know this because you'll feel it like a thrum in your gut, like a heart pounding deep inside you, a single throb. And that's how you'll know when you're there. And when you feel that, you'll be there.
Okay, so we're going to drink each other's blood, and I'm going to listen for a heartbeat.
Yes.
All right.
And when you feel it, you'll open your eyes.
Why are we going to kill Martin?
What?
Why are we killing Martin?
Oh, that's just part of the whole thing we have to do. If we're drinking each other's blood, it's cyclical. So we need a refresher. And we need his eyes and his tongue and part of his crutch. But I'll handle all that. I know that you wouldn't like anything like that. I've already thought ahead.
Yeah. Yeah. what happens if we don't do this?
Well, it'd be very hard for me, but I would have to kill you and find someone else. But I don't want to have to do that.
Mm-hmm.
It's very simple. We'll do this,
Really?
and you'll close your eyes. You wait until you feel the deep heart throb, and then you open them, and everything else will just be very clear, and you'll be back very quickly. It'll be like no time has passed at all, because no time will pass. You're going through memories all the way back.
You're not giving me a choice, are you?
I'm not, but I would much prefer it if you wanted to do this with me.
I wanted to do a lot of things with you until you lied to me.
And once you have this knowledge, everything will be so much clearer to both of us.
Well, if it's going to happen one way or another, I'd rather it didn't put me into pain.
Of course
I
not.
am hungry. Can I feed from you first?
Of course. Well, we've got Martin here as well. But before we do anything else, there's one other thing we have to do. It's very important.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. What's that?
I told you I'm a king.
Hence the.
Yeah.
Yeah. The.
Yes.
I don't want to look at it, but yeah. Mm-hmm.
He reaches forward and puts his hand on your knee. And you're my queen. And every queen needs a crown. Back in the car with Shelley, Max, and Laurel. Max, your phone is ringing.
Okay, I will. Okay, who's calling me?
Wait. You're muted?
Oh, pardon me. Max, your phone is ringing.
Oh. Max is muted. Max,
Oh,
you're
Max,
muted.
are you muted?
Yeah, I think I was muted, but
Oh.
she's gonna pick up and just kind of like shh everybody else. But shh.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. Max, what the fuck are you doing? What is this fucking...
We found who did
Yeah.
the thing.
Cool, whatever.
No, Victor, not cool. No, not cool at all.
Max, do you think I was fucking around? I said if you don't get really here soon, it's gonna be your head.
That's fine. You can take my head after I've done this.
I'm not the one who's going to be taking it. Because I'll be fucking dead too.
No, you won't be, Victor. We're going to fix this.
I don't know where you're getting off telling me what's going on.
Have you figured it out yet? Do you know who it is? Do you know who we're going after?
You need to come back here right now. Because she's
What's
becoming
happening back
increasingly
there?
impatient.
Fuck. I can solve one of two things right now, Victor. I can come back there, or I can resolve this issue we
Max.
had with Karen.
You need to come back here right now. Bring whoever is with you. I guarantee you it is more important than whatever else you're doing.
Is it more important than DHT?
You need to come right now. Before she gets more impatient with me. He hangs up.
Do I know who he's inferring as she?
Yes. And if it's who you think it is extremely important. And you've also never heard Victor talk like the way he just did to you.
I'm gonna pull a swift Yui.
All right.
Oh.
Laurel, you spent more time with Karen than any of us. She's smart. She's got her shit together. She can handle herself for a little bit longer.
Okay, but what about me?
You're fine. You're fine. You're in the car with us. You're fine. Victor knows what he's asking. He knows he's asking you to step away from this for whatever reason. He knows what he's asking.
Okay. All right. Who was he talking about anyway? Fill me in on what is...
And that's where we're going to end episode 5 of Book of Dreams. Prosperity is a state of mind. Thank you so much for tuning in and doing your best to navigate some of our tech issues that happened a moment ago. That's all good. If you are concerned at all about missing anything like all our other episodes, this will be up on YouTube. We'll be here next week at a slightly different time slot. We are going to be a bit earlier next week, which would be great for our US viewers. Just want to say a quick goodbye to everybody, starting with Ginny. Tell us who you are, what you're doing, and how you're feeling.
Cool. Well, I'm Ginny. I play Laurel, terrified experiencer of awful things. Normally I write about video games, and how I'm feeling now. Again, terrifyingly experiencing things. Laurel has been experiencing things in Terra for 6 decades now, and it's just continuing. This is beautiful. It's great. All very good. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Alex?
Hi, I'm Alex. I'm playing Max, the rather stressed Camarilla Sheriff, and Nosferatu. How I'm feeling right now, trying to find the path where the least number of people I give a shit about get decapitated. And
Trolley problem.
Yeah, trolley problem.
Sophie?
Yeah, I'm Sophie Rosettii, game dev, and I think Shelley/Tragic, as always, is along for the ride and just trying to figure out how the fuck to get through all this with any semblance of fucking sanity left, honestly.
Mm-hmm. Ella?
Hi, I'm Ella. I'm game dev as well. I play Karen, everyone's not so favorite Tzimitzi wine mum, who has in one session completely blown up her life. And she just has a very unfortunate sire, and she's not doing great. It's pretty much rock bottom for Karen at this point, especially with potential flesh crown.
So we will be back We will be back next week with the final episode of Book of Dreams, entitled Heavy is the Crown. And I'm so excited to announce that we will be having another special guest on to help give us a send-off. Full-time pretender, and some of our viewers may know her from her role on LA by Night. Shane Easton will be joining us, and she will be taking the role of whoever it is that's currently scaring the shit out of Victor Luth. So please stay tuned for that. Follow us on social media, catch up on YouTube, see if you can piece together anything else that might be going on. There are Easter eggs hidden in there for people that are paying attention.
Queen Mary.
Yay. But until next week, wherever you are, please sleep soundly. Bye-bye.
Bye.